Nice one, Firebutt.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. My audio is working.
Mine too!
Are you
I
As far
checked!
as I can tell. No, I'm not sure.
Let me
I-
check.
It looks like it is.
Yeah, I need to get to your stream because right now it's still
Right.
it's giving me an ad.
It's showing the audio stuff lighting up.
And it
Mine
was telling me
too.
that you were still hosting Packrat for a minute.
Someone also
So-
want to check mine?
Last time on Curse of the Vistani,
We streamed with no
we had
audio.
no audio for the entire stream.
Yep.
And no one let me know. Angel, thank you for the 60-month resub. That's a long time.
Thank you.
Audio confirmed. Thank you. So, yeah, the last episode did not go up because there was nothing to listen to. Just a lot
Testing.
of visual things with no one knowing what was going on except for me and the players.
There was audio
So-
on my side, I just didn't have a voice.
What the audience missed was they set off from the Pixie Village
Yes.
after having received their gifts, and Neffy left us.
And I got
gave-
winged boots
Yeah, gave Lilia some winged boots.
after a big hug.
Then we had a run-in with a crazy old man who took his shirt off.
And left it with us after telling us they were coming. Not
That it was
knowing who
coming,
they
yes.
were.
Nope.
It was coming.
Yep, it was coming. And then we ran into a shop.
That was desperately wanting a ring of spell
Spell
storing.
storing.
Yes. They were very much in need of a ring of spell storing. They had a wanted poster and everything for it.
And I have a suspicious feeling that I don't know, just in the pit of my stomach of who it might be who wanted it, but yeah. But we got some good stuff out of it.
Oh, and you guys also ran into a Vrock who
Yes, he wanted directions to Niwu, but we didn't know where that
Newu,
was.
yep. Severed
Okay,
Fang,
Newu.
thank you for the 50-month resub. Oh, a hype train is close. Fancy. Cat. What cat?
Cat?
Is it kitty cat? Does it dance,
Cat.
dance, dance, and it dance, dance, dance?
Cat?
In Meteor's chat, that was the comment made.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Meteor needs to
So-
join cross chat because I'm not seeing anything.
Oh. I'm seeing post from cross chat in Meteor's chat,
Nobody said anything in Meteor's chat.
other than Severed Fang, who said cat.
He
But it was a
probably said
subscriber
it in
message.
Yeah, he said it
Subscriber
in the
message.
resub.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
don't show up.
That wouldn't show up.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Severed.
There you go.
Severed Fang
Okay,
just
And did
now we're
everybody
$4
get
months.
their
Look,
currency set from last time? Did we figure that out? From what people
I-
got for selling things?
I believe so.
No, because I had an issue when that was going on, and my computer
Yes,
was
that's
installing
right.
Windows 10.
That's right.
This is why I bring it up.
Yeah, we did
I
have lots
don't
of issues
think
last week.
we. I don't
Well,
think
not
we
last week,
split up
Last time we
currency.
played was rough.
Yeah.
It was.
So, yeah, they sold off the ring of spell storing, and because of that, they were able to buy several protection items, and I think
Mhm.
that's all you guys ended up buying.
We
right?
were given a ring of protection and a cloak of protection and 40,000 gold in exchange for the ring of spell storing.
Yep.
We then spent 7,000 of that for 2 more rings of protection.
Mm-hmm.
And I got
And
the cloak.
we distributed those out. Yes, and you got the cloak. And then I spent 50 gold for a health potion.
Right.
I also sold my Piper the Sewers and the Smoldering Armor for 2,500 gold.
Right.
And I'm assuming
you
you've got the
guys
gold
are-
on you still.
So I can We can
well up on
tabulate
your
that out,
phone
and
at
I'll
the
split
moment.
it up at some point for y'all.
Sun missed last time, so she has no clue what's going on.
Oh,
Oh.
you have a ring of protection now.
Yes.
Yes.
We sold
Which
the
you
ring
can attune
of
to.
spell storing.
Which I did add to your character sheet.
Yes. We
If
ended
it's
up.
an attuned item, you can attune to it.
Yes, we sold the ring of spell storing for a crap ton of money and ended up getting some protection items that help boost AC.
Correct,
Mhm.
that thing. Okay. So, does anyone have any questions or anything else they want to do from where we left off last time?
How rich am I?
Doing the math right now so we can split it.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, on screen you should be able to see the old man shopkeeper. Do you still have Luffy? Yes. Shopkeeper Gearson. Right. Okay. So everyone ready to move forward then once we get the money figured out?
Yep.
Oh, we
Well-
also leveled up. Didn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I
To level
counting
5?
the pipe
We're
of
at
the
level
sewers and the
5.
smoldering armor as
Yeah,
group
level 5.
funds? Question for y'all.
Yes.
Okay. Making sure I have that in my math. Minus that.
I'm assuming yes because they came from the bag? Well, the pipes did.
Originally hers that she kind of claimed as the bard, but yeah, it's
From the
up to you
bag.
for that one. But the
Yeah, and
armor
the
was something
smoldering
that
was the
nobody had
bag.
use for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Making sure.
All right. So while she continues to figure that out, the old man that Gearson, who was selling you everything, he says, "Thank you for your business," and he closes up his shop.
Need a user.
And DG Meteor, your mic is on today. Thank you. It definitely is. We checked.
Okay.
He closes up his shop and he starts heading on his way. And you guys, with your newly acquired goods, 35,450. Is that per party member?
No, that's divided by the number of party
Oh,
members.
divided by party members. Okay. So that would come out 5,908 gold and 1/3.
What is that in platinum?
There'd be 4 extra gold after that.
Divide by 10 for platinum.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what was that exact number again?
5,908.33.
5,908.33.
So 5,908 per person plus 4 left over.
Do we have to split the whole
I mean,
thing?
that's gold value, so we could actually split the 0.33 in silver and copper to make it even, just about.
Yep.
Yeah, because we have how many party members, including Callan? Because Callan gets included too.
Yep.
Yes. We cannot forget about the stick.
Yeah, so those 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Alan's
I'm actually going to open my converter and do it.
Yeah.
That might be the easier way.
Yeah. I'm on it.
Oh, are you also counting the 40 that I had? 40 gold, 4 platinum.
No,
wasn't
this
counting
was
anything-
purely
that-
what we got from the merchant.
Okay.
So 0.33 would be what? 3 silver, 3 copper.
3 silver, 3 copper. Yeah, that would be correct.
Okay.
So 5,908 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper.
Per person?
Yep.
Holy crap.
Mhm. Yeah. It's not as much as it sounds like, I promise. You'll find ways to spend it rather quickly.
Okay. I've added that to Alan and Aurora. All right.
So
You
we're
guys divide up.
we're
ahead.
splitting that up for each person now. I'm confused.
Yes,
You
you
can
would
mark
add
it
that
on
to
your
your
character
currency.
sheet because that is yours, but we can keep it in the big bag of holding together. But that is your money.
Right.
Okay,
I'm
so
taking it out of the
5,000.
bag of holding ledger so that we can put it in our individual ledgers, but I do have the math still.
So 5,908.
In gold pieces, and then 3 silver pieces and 3 copper pieces.
Ika Rich. Richish.
Richish. Spell components will eat that up rather quickly for a cleric and a sorcerer or a warlock or similar things with pricey components. But it's a good start. It's more where we should be.
Yep.
So then that means I have 5 silver.
You guys have pretty much been there. It's just been in items instead of gold.
3 copper.
Correct. Yeah, the 0.33 becomes 3 silver, 3 copper.
Right.
Okay, so I had 2 silver and 0 copper, so it's 5 silver and 3 copper. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm good. I think I set it up.
All right.
So you guys go ahead and divide up your cash that you have newly acquired and put on your rings or your cloaks, whichever one you got. And you get back into the carriage. Start heading down the road yet again. With Aurora heading up the front as always. And it was already evening time when you guys ran into this shopkeeper. So you guys go for a couple hours more, and it's starting to get dark. Sun sets with more on Luffy in the cart. Yep. You guys kind of fiddle around with the immovable rods that you got before. Callan especially is playing with them.
Amused by them.
Yep.
I mean, we did the mid-air ladder trick last time, and neither of us did well enough on our acrobatics rolls to flip, so we got to practice.
Right. You both fell on your face, and none of the audience heard it.
No, nobody at all.
So they got immovable rods.
Yes,
Yeah, we
they were in
have-
the bag of holding. We
Yep,
figured out the
we have
last thing in there.
3.
What's the rod? Acrobatics for what?
We basically set up a movable rod, and then we stood on it, and then set up another one, and we're trying to flip between them and do a cool trick to land on the way down after disabling them.
AKA
And,
immovable
Spawn, an
rods
immovable rod.
is a rod that you
It has
can
a-
place in air and push a button, and it will not move no matter what you do unless you push the
It is
button.
gravity defiant. It is
Yes.
fixed in place.
And we
short
have
of
3
a
of them.
DC 30
Yeah,
strength
it ain't
check
gonna
to
work.
wrench it back out of place.
Yes. And
Yep,
we got
unless you
3 of
press the
them in the
button.
bag.
Yeah.
Kind of. But
Yeah,
it's
you
a
can try
rod.
one. Yeah, one was given to Callan, and the other 2 are just chilling in the bag of holding, or being played with. You want to try and do a flip off one, San?
Do an alien roll.
Yeah, we were just doing it for fun because we were like, oh, this might be a cool use.
Ooh. Yeah, nope, you fall flat on your face when you try and do the flip. This thing is thin. It's not
It's
easy
really, it's
get
really
your footing.
hard. Yeah.
You didn't purge your rolls. Nope, you didn't. Me and
We noticed
Vistani
that.
both commented on that.
We noticed it.
All right, so
So-
you guys are having fun messing around with these things.
I guess we're getting ready to eat and then go to bed.
And it's getting dark, so you kind of pull off to the side of the road, looking for a good spot to set up camp for the night. When you actually come across a little hut. And roll me perception.
I'm still disadvantaged because of exhaustion, correct?
Yes.
Although I get, I think I
You
get the
still
best roll
rolled
out of
well, even with
everybody
the
so far.
disadvantage. It's still pretty good. 21 is still great. I was really proud of my 18 for about half a second.
I'm really on it, I guess, even though I'm exhausted. Cat's
That is
vision?
Callan. That is Aurora.
Okay, Bird is better than me.
With those rolls, you can tell coming up to this shack that it is like beat up, run down.
Sketchy.
Do
we get weird vibes from it?
You could roll me an insight check for that.
Me disadvantaged? Good luck.
Got a map here for you. With
a
a
nat
7,
1.
you feel fine about this. It doesn't wig you out at all.
Oh, this is insight now?
Yeah, she wanted to see if it
if we
freaks
felt
her out or
sketchy
anything.
about it.
Okay.
San rolled as well. With a 15 or 18, yeah, it might creep you out a little bit. It kind of looks run down. There's tree falling at the front. There's some boards broken all over the place. You might get like a little shiver from being near it. But it looks sturdy enough that, assuming no one's here, you might be able to stay here for the night, as it actually starts raining a bit. You want to sneak and look around. Okay. What exactly are you looking for?
Perimeter check.
Why was that disadvantaged? Oh, no, I think that was advantage stealth, because you get it naturally, don't you? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Just
showing
the
the bigger one.
Yeah, so 17.
That's the 17, yeah. Disadvantage.
So doing a perimeter check, you don't notice anyone suspicious around. There is a well in the back, which looks like it has not been used in quite a while. It's kind of overgrown with foliage.
Is there any windows
the water
to
is
peek
even a
in?
little murky. There are a couple windows, but they're like boarded up,
so can't see in them.
Yeah.
Well, we know what happened the last time we came across a place that was boarded up. Scarecrows came to life in the middle of the night.
I will clarify, it's not barricaded.
Okay.
It just looks like it's I guess boarded up is the wrong word. It's just like broken, the closed windows, but
In
kind of broken.
disrepair.
Yeah, disrepair. That's a good word.
Okay.
If you want to look for gaps that you could see through, roll me a perception. Tempted to send in Luffy, but you don't have much control over him.
Yeah, so that's San to roll perception because she's the one actively looking right now.
All right, 20. Yeah, correct. So 23 perception. Yeah, you find some gaps in there, and let's see. I'll give you a little reveal from the gaps that you see.
Nita User says
We'll
there's a
say-
body in there, isn't there?
With our luck, it's very possible.
Like you find a gap over there, find another gap here. You aren't really able to see all that much, but that gives you a little clue as to what's in there. Like you see a little bit of a broken chair, the remnants of a fireplace. Is there a big enough gap for a bat?
Where's the door during all this? Right here?
The door is up here.
I'm assuming here.
Okay, so this area. So you go through the trellis to get to the door.
Yes.
The lattice work.
No, there is not a gap big enough for a bat.
Want the plants here. Can I expend a charge of the Staff of the Woodlands to speak with plants?
Yeah.
As I mute my phone because it was really loud just now.
Didn't hear a thing.
That's good.
Daddy!
Okay, so you use up one of your charges of speak with plant. I don't have you guys on the map at all, do I?
Well, hold on. Did we? I don't think we would have reset our charges yet. I don't think it's been a dawn since the last time we fought, right?
They should all
I'm
be
reset.
reset. You haven't
Okay,
fought,
I just haven't rolled it then.
you haven't fought at all in this current day.
Okay, so I just haven't run that. I need to regain my charges. Which... Okay. Regain
Sorry, I
up to
forgot
8
put you
charges
guys
of
on
my
here.
my 6 available charges.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Okay,
So I was about to
so-
say, it doesn't say I have charges available.
So you are now able to speak to plants. What are you wanting to ask them?
How long
I
has
got
it?
three of you.
How long has it been since anyone else came through here?
Let's see. No people have been through here in months. At least. Many, many suns.
What about animals? Or creatures or monsters?
Animals come through here plenty.
What kind of
Sneak
animals?
around. Oh, some boars and deer. Squirrels. I like the squirrels.
Squirrel.
Do you know of anything that's been inside the building that may have gone inside the building?
People try to get in sometimes.
Did they
No
not
one's been in
succeed?
a while. They succeed.
Okay, so they go in and they come back out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them make lots of noise.
Goodness. What kind of noises?
Oh, all sorts. Sometimes, yeah.
Do they usually look hurt when they come out?
Uh,
Do they drip red stuff?
maybe. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Not sure what you mean.
Okay.
Laura looks in the well.
Saplin's trying to think of a way to describe to a plant bleeding.
Right.
So
Not something a
Saplin's,
plant would be all that familiar with.
you know how sometimes when a tree gets a cut in it and some liquid comes out?
It drips sap.
Because tree sap is a thing.
Mhm.
Yep.
Does it look like any of the people have cuts and have red sap coming out when they leave the house?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We're really on guard for this, aren't we?
Always. So, are there any really cool flowers nearby?
Oh, there's not many flowers around here.
Hmm. What about that well over there?
What about it?
Is the water tasty?
You're asking
And
like,
I'll move
these
closer to the
plants at
well to
well,
ask the
right?
plants by the well. I'll be moving
Okay, you're
around.
moving over to there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving carefully around the
Because
building.
these plants over here might not even know there is a well.
Well,
'Cause they
yeah,
can't
I was
really see it.
assuming that I was wandering
Okay.
as I went.
And just
right,
asking the foliage as you're around it.
The plants by the well would say, "Oh yes, the water is delicious. Our
There's-
roots are. Some of our roots go in there. We drink it all the time."
Yeah, this doesn't sound creepy at all, Meteor.
It's supposed to sound innocent, not creepy.
Yeah,
It's on the creepy side.
that's
The
not the
slightly
plants. That's just
menacing.
Meteor's voice. It's fine.
Oh, thanks. So
Slightly
I
menacing.
did sound creepy. Got it.
No, it's just you don't do young innocent child well.
Apparently not.
No, it's kind of like slightly menacingly creepy.
It's hard. Young innocent
Yeah.
child is hard.
Anyways.
So yeah, they let you know that the water is fairly safe to drink from their perspective. It's a little murky on top, but you could probably like get the murk out, and then it'd be fine to drink.
Yeah. And then I'll ask because I'll probably move myself. There we go. Since I've come around this way at this point. Also ask them if they've seen any wildlife or people recently, how long it's been. Same questions,
you
really.
pretty much get the same answer. And while you're asking these questions, the rain's like starting to come down harder. You guys are standing out in the rain right now.
I'll walk through the door.
Yeah, I'll head back around.
Okay, Firebutt's walking through the door.
And I'll look in the doorway behind Firedale as Curio just walks right in.
Okay.
Kind of peeking around him.
All right, so you walk in, and just like you expected, it's a rundown, beat up old place. Broken furniture, rug torn up.
Looks like glass on the floor.
There's a few drips coming through the roof, but not enough to like do any permanent damage.
I will shake vigorously and dry myself.
Luffy does the same thing.
Wet cat fur is not the most pleasant thing.
Oh no, the DM is pushing you to go in.
It's fine. And I Speak with Plants is only up for about 10 minutes, so it'll fade at some point during this.
Yeah, we'll say it's probably
Yes, next to Son need
Are
a
there
user.
any candles to light?
We have torches though, don't we?
I will cast Dancing Lights, the cantrip, and send
okay.
a light in front of us.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, if we're
you
going
light
to
up
stay
the
here overnight,
area.
We
You
have
kind of
torches and
you kind of
lanterns.
search
That's what I
around
said.
on the table nearby you, and there
Yeah.
is a mostly used up candle. You could get like maybe an hour or two out of it.
because I really don't see. Oh no, there's what's left of a fireplace.
And I take a look at the floor, make sure none of the boards look like they're gonna fall in on us if we step on them.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't fall through the floor.
Yeah, roll investigation for that.
And kind of for everyone here to know what I'm doing, be like, this place is kind of run down. Can we make sure we're not gonna fall through it?
All right.
Look for signs of rot.
With a 10, I'll have Callan roll as well.
I do not bad. 15.
Callan gets a 19. Lilia gets a
15.
15.
Because disadvantaged.
Yeah, so you find several like creaky floorboards, but none of them seem like they would give way underneath it. It seems like the floor is sturdy on the ground that it's on.
Uriel makes a semi beeline straight to the fireplace and lights a fire.
Needy user says, doesn't it need a basement before you can fall through? You could still have a small crawl space
you can fall
underneath.
If it's slightly elevated to keep it off the ground, you can fall through the bottom into the crawl space.
Firedale, roll me survival for making a fire. And yeah, I will say there does not appear to be any kind of basement structure.
My old cottage had a crawl space underneath, so yeah, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want some help, Curio?
There is no upstairs either, Son. This is a one-story cottage.
Pull my Tinder kit out of my pack.
I would offer to help since I'm plus 6 to survival, box, so. But
yeah.
I'm disadvantaged today.
Using a tinder box, yeah, you get it up pretty well.
Okay.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah, most of us started with one with our
background. Standard.
Yep, I forgot.
All sorts of
basic survival goods to rough it.
All right, so you do get the fire lit in this kind of fallen down, broken up fireplace, but there's enough of a space there that you clear out where you can light a fire. Looks for loot or anything useful.
Yeah, I would like to investigate that desk or that table where we came in.
Okay. Yeah, roll investigation. Son, you do not find any kind of good loot. Saplin, you find like some rotten food, some broken plates.
Does it look like
a bottle with mysterious liquid in it?
Does it look like the food was left untouched in a hurry?
No.
Okay.
It's just kind of like scraps there.
Okay, so it doesn't look like they were in the middle of a meal and something happened. Okay.
Hey, me dear.
That was my main worry.
Yes.
You might want to get Callan and Aurora inside. They're standing out in the rain.
Pull them in because we can't move them.
Fair point.
They're getting drenched.
Can I take the rotten food and discard it somewhere?
Yeah, you could toss it outside.
How toss it far enough away from the door that wild animals don't come to the door for it?
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be a bookshelf down here?
Yeah, it's like an old beaten up bookshelf with some books strewn about. The books look like they've been they don't look in good condition. Maybe eaten by animals type of
So
thing.
not worth investigating through to see if there's anything interesting in it?
Yeah, there's not really anything there.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Any books that are there look weathered and
probably unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Illegible. Okay.
I would like to set up my hunting trap near the door.
Okay, that's fine.
Just
where at? You can
right
draw
outside
where
the
you
door
want
almost.
it. Okay.
What if we have to go out to pee?
Then dodge the hunting trap. I'm telling you it's there.
Tiptoe over the top rope.
The rain is kind of like pounding on the walls and the roof, and like the wind's kind of like moaning.
Since I'm not seeing a bathroom inside need a user, I'm assuming you would have to use the outside.
Well,
I mean, you can use the bathroom inside.
Yeah, you could.
I don't necessarily think these people would. I mean, there doesn't have to be indoor plumbing.
I mean, your party members might have an issue with it, but
I mean, I'm not seeing a bathroom, so the common thing would be go outside. Don't just pee in a corner, please.
Don grabs the knife to look at.
Is that a well or a fountain in the back?
This is a well.
Well.
Yeah, that is a well.
We were investigating it earlier.
Okay.
The knife that you grabbed, Son, it's kind of like a meat cutting knife. It's got like all sorts of nicks on the blade. It is not something that would be useful in combat.
Or useful to cut anything else, pretty much.
Old and rusty. So, snoozy time.
Leaves it behind and goes to the piano to see if there's usable string.
Is the ceiling open up to the roof?
He said there was
there
dripping in a few
attic?
places.
There is no attic. It's just roof.
Okay.
Yeah. Completely open area.
Okay, so yeah, snoozy time.
Son, you could probably get a usable piano wire or two if you wanted it. All right, so you guys
garrote us all.
Can I pull out my basic supplies at this fireplace and start cooking up something from the rations that we have?
Yeah, sure. Callan starts taking out his sleeping bag and sets up a nice little place in the corner.
Decent dinner.
Yeah, that's a decent dinner. You guys should still have your inspiration too.
We do.
Your DM's inspiration.
Yeah, which gives us an advantage.
Yeah.
Which would give me normal since I'm always disadvantaged right now.
I mean, that's a good use of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I believe it's just for ability checks is what I said.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So if you use your inspiration, it's for an ability check.
Right.
All right. So yeah, you guys chow down on some of your food that you have stored away. Set up your sleeping bags. Callan says, "Do we still need to keep watch?"
It would probably help, but I will put up Liamon's tiny hut for us.
Okay.
So we can keep watch inside the thing.
Okay, so what's the diameter then,
How-
since we all need to be in there? And it takes you 10 minutes to set up, right?
Humongous.
It's a 1 minute casting time. Doesn't actually take that long to set up.
I thought it was 10 minute.
No, it's 1 minute. It's just in combat, 1 minute is
10 rounds.
a lot of rounds.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's a 10-foot radius dome.
For 8 hours.
Yeah. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside.
Make sure the fire is close enough.
Yep.
Okay, so where do I have to go?
It springs up around me.
Yep.
So wherever I am is where it is centered. So I will position myself.
Kind of huddled together.
I'm pretty much right where I'm at, so I'm centering it here.
And
it says 9 creatures can fit in it. So.
And you can make it dimly lit or dark.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and
Spells
make
and
it.
other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
we'll say everybody was in it when she cast it.
Right, I would wait until everyone was gathered around to cast it. Because they have to be in it when I make it to be able to go through it freely.
Okay.
So we need Aurora in
and
the...
it's dry and comfortable, so
He
the
was in it
rain
when
won't
she made it.
matter. Yeah.
I
I would have
meant
waited
that-
till everyone was in range.
I meant that is,
Yep.
can we pull Aurora in so he's quote-unquote in it?
Can Meteor move him, basically?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry. I was still reading the spell.
San is asking if the wood is good by the fireplace.
Yeah, there's some good wood stacked up there, for sure.
And I mean, now that the dome is up and y'all were all in it when it was cast,
Yep,
y'all can
you can
walk in
move
and
it
out.
up
I'm the only
freely.
one who can't. I am anchored.
You can move around inside of it.
Yes, I just can't leave it. Because if I leave it, it goes away.
So you're the one that has to use the bathroom inside.
Yes, this is correct. This is why I went to the bathroom before.
Alright,
I'll
so you
snuggle up with
guys
Luna.
Snuggle up.
What's the
Well,
watch list?
the watch list.
Yeah.
Usually it's Callan and San, and then
Yep, since they don't
We-
have to sleep as much.
switch off.
Okay.
And I will pretty much sleep most of the time I'm in it to get my full rest before it drops.
Right.
CP time.
This is the replacement for me taking watch.
You provide shelter. You've done all your work, right?
Yep. And ignore the description. It does that every time I hit the cast button.
Yep. Okay. So you guys go to sleep, and Callan and Thon are the ones that are going to be taking watch. Callan is on the first watch. Saflin, after a little while of sleeping, the tinderbox that you guys had used kind of like hits you in the face and kind of startles you awake.
Poltergeist.
That was rude. I'm trying to sleep.
What's that?
The tinderbox flew at me. Who moved that?
Wasn't me.
Unfortunately, this means whoever did it was in the dome when it was cast. It's unfortunate.
And then Curio, a chair leg flies towards you out of nowhere.
Am
I
I
had
asleep or
to
awake?
have been within the dome.
You are asleep.
Yeah.
And it smacks you on the back,
Ow.
waking you up as well.
Meteor question.
Yes.
Spell question.
Okay.
You don't have to necessarily tell me how many,
Mm-hmm.
but my spell, the hut, would have failed if there were more than 9 creatures within it.
Okay.
Would it have failed?
How many of you are in it right now?
Well,
There's 8.
Well, when
at
she
the time
cast
of
it,
casting, it was 8 of us.
8 of you? Then no, it would not have failed at the time of casting.
Okay.
So then there means there's 1?
If more than 9 get in there, would it fail?
They can't enter when it's cast if they were not in it at the time of casting. And if they were in it at the time of
Right.
casting and equaled more than 9, it would have failed.
Okay.
It would not have cast. And we would know.
Okay.
That is why I'm asking.
It has not exceeded 9.
Okay.
nothing can move into
Yeah,
or
nothing can
through
move
it except
into or
us
through
or
it.
whatever
Right,
was
through the
originally in
dome.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and San is outside.
You're outside it currently, yes, but
But
also
she was
you were in
in
it
when
when it was
it-
cast, so you counted at the time that it was
Mhm.
cast.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Okay.
I will roll over and try and go back to sleep and throw the wooden chair leg onto the fire.
Okay. At this point, you everyone who's asleep probably wouldn't hear it, or actually they probably would. They hear a sound similar to what, like the moan of the wind, but like a lot louder.
Ooh.
And
I'm looking at my stuff and I don't think I can do much.
I'm
Try
looking
and
at what I can
pinpoint
do
the
here.
location of the sound since it sounds like it was louder. Is it
Uh,
coming from all
the
around
sound-
us?
the sound came from outside.
Okay.
As a note for those in the party who
Oh.
are curious, the dome is opaque from outside. They can't see in it.
Okay,
Whatever's outside can't see in it.
thought question. Does
Mhm.
Luffy count as a person? Because he would have been with us in the dome. Does he count as a person?
It's creatures of medium.
So no.
Small to medium, you said, didn't you?
I think Luffy would count
9
as tiny.
creatures of medium size or smaller, yeah. So yeah, he would count.
Medium or smaller.
Yeah, so he would count. In theory,
Okay.
if you're counting him as a creature.
He's a
Okay.
construct, though, isn't he?
So it would have been 9 total when it was cast, but now it would be 8.
Nine's fine.
9. Yeah.
9 is fine. 10 is the problem.
Yeah. So, I'm
it would have failed
message-
if I said it anywhere that there was already a creature, even if it was an invisible creature.
Right. I'm gonna message you, Lily. One
Okay.
quick question.
Sure.
Because one question, though, isn't Luffy a construct?
But Luffy is a creature.
Okay.
It's up to Meteor at this point if he wants to count Luffy as an actual creature or if he wants to count Luffy as an accessory.
I messaged Lily.
Yeah, just party-wise, if he counts Luffy as a creature, we're at a 9-creature party. Not for battle, just for specifically this spell.
Yep.
We're at max. So anything else inside would have made it fizzle.
You there, Lily?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
There was something posted recently.
In regards to that?
Yeah. I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
He's a construct, though, need a user, so...
Yeah, that's why I was saying I don't know if Meteor wants to consider
Yeah, because I know we
just
initially
an accessory or not.
thought the
I
thing.
think he would count as a construct, not a creature. So that's not what I'm... Oh, interesting.
Here's the D&D author arguing with themselves on Twitter. There you go. So I'll say you can because it's unclear in the writing, I'd say that that's fine to rule it that it does what you wanted it to do.
That was kind of what I was going under the
That's
assumption of.
fine. We can rule it. That's fine.
Can you link it for later?
'Cause it was unclear.
Okay.
After.
So
we'll explain it in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get explained.
So yeah, it did not drop or anything. The hut is still up.
But for future, is Luffy considered a creature with us, or
he is
no?
a construct.
So no. Okay. So it was an 8 thing.
Just like Callan's weapons wouldn't count as a creature.
So he's an accessory at this point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was an 8 spawn, not a 9 spawn. Okay.
Right. Okay. So you guys hear this loud moaning noise. It probably would wake up those of you who were asleep. And the chair leg that Curio just tossed away, it actually comes right back, misses you this time, misses Saflin, and hits Aurora smack in the face.
Well, that's not good because I threw it in the fire.
Yeah, he threw it in the fire.
Oh, I guess you did. Okay, a different chair leg.
I mean, if whatever it is wants to be mean, have at it.
Right. So, obviously something is going on at this point. Items are flying around, hitting you.
Okay, I'm going to watch with my keen eyes and see if I can figure out if there's something from a direction.
Meteor sent you something in response to that DM because that's up to you if it happens or not. Because of how it's worded, because it's weird.
Okay. I think it's still fine at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this house is haunted.
I will cast, because I'm awake now. I'm annoyed.
And also, a plate from the table gets launched towards San and hits her.
I don't think magic can pass through the dome. Right?
Correct.
No.
And it's not. It's valid. What's happening is valid.
Yeah.
That's why Meteor had to DM me. Everything that's happening is valid.
Mm-hmm. I just had to make sure of a rule.
Yep. There was confusion. This is fun.
So I do just want to say, in case this is something that Banana might want to know about or be reminded of, you do have the Turn Undead Channel Divinity as your cleric. I don't know if that will count for whatever is going on, but since somebody mentioned ghosty earlier, I just wanted to make sure you know that's a thing.
Turn undead or destroy undead?
You have turn undead.
I would like to expend part of my Staff of the Woodlands charges to do locate animals or plants.
You do have
Okay.
destroy undead at 5th level too, so yes, you have both.
So the spell says that I describe or name a specific kind of beast or plant. Unfortunately, it is beast or plant, so if
Okay.
it's not a beast, it won't help.
So what are you looking for then?
I was hoping for
Back towards the table.
just are there wild animals nearby, but I think I have to name a specific one with that spell, so. I was hoping for a general sense, but I don't think it'll do a non-specific. So that may not work.
Concentrating the voice.
I don't.
Describe or name a specific kind of beast. Yeah.
Yeah. So never mind.
Son,
it won't actually do what I want it to.
Just threw a plate at me.
Yeah, they threw the tinderbox at me earlier.
Where do you find the information for turn undead?
It's on the.
It's in your
class.
features and traits.
All I literally see is the words "turn undead."
It should be under channel divinity. Yeah, turn undead.
If you click on it, it should bring up a description when you're
Present your holy symbol and speak a prayer centering the undead. Oh, no,
censuring.
Censuring.
Yeah.
Each
you
undead.
You basically. Yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
You disapprove of it. You say you cannot be here. And then it has to actually make a roll and say, okay,
right.
No, I can't. And then it leaves, or it says, yes, I can, and it stays.
Yeah, you can literally just say "be gone" to censure the undead, and if they fail, they will be gone.
And at 5th level, if it's low enough level-wise, power-wise, instead of just having to run away, you can actually cause it to die. You destroy it outright.
So what should I try and cast then? Destroy or?
The destroy is part of the turn.
Okay, so just do you turn undead, see if it actually does anything?
That's up to you. I was just letting you know that that's something you have because you just recently gained full cleric stuff. So I was making sure you knew to look at that because that's one of your class abilities.
Okay, so then can I try?
Yeah.
So I guess
you just mark off your channel divinity for turn undead, and
it's normal though, right? Or is that an ability that I have to check? Because it's bringing up the ability roll.
Channel divinity.
Yeah, I get that, but the turn undead, the channel divinity,
hold on,
is bringing up a select roll mode.
How weird, because you don't roll it, they do.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at what it will do. Yeah, you would use it because you would just mark
no
it
action
as a limited use.
So it's a normal.
And they would roll to save.
So I just roll normal then, I guess, right?
You don't roll
you don't
anything.
roll.
It's popping up. I have no choice.
You checkbox it as your one per short rest, and you don't do anything else.
So then why I'm just gonna do this to.
Own your
what does this do
for channel divinity?
Okay, now I understand what it was doing. Okay.
You just mark your channel divinity.
Casting it to BTT to the thing. Okay.
Right, reading the description to VTT. I'm talking about in features and traits.
No, I know.
Like
I checked that off.
bardic actions.
I checked
that's
that
all
off.
you do.
But the to cast to beyond or
So-
to roll 20, it makes me roll.
So the creature would need
to
to make
display it.
a wisdom saving throw.
If it's
Correct.
undead. If it's not undead,
Right.
nothing happens. She still uses it, but whatever it is doesn't have to do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a thing.
Okay. And what's it need to beat?
It's a 14.
14?
So I'm guessing that's a fail.
All right.
Well, it
So,
depends on if it gets to add anything or not.
you see like another piece of furniture. You actually see the chair that Callan's sitting on start raising up with him in it, and you present your holy symbol and use your turn undead.
Start praying.
Start praying, and the chair then drops back to the ground, and that is all you can tell happened.
That'll last for 1 minute, and for Meteor's information, if its CR is less than or equal to or less than 1/2, it's destroyed outright
Okay.
Because of
destroying it.
Because of your spell.
Of
and your
what
your
I just
protector level.
cast.
Yes.
Or what I just cast to be to all 20 is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
So after this happens,
Callan started to raise, and then he suddenly hit the ground.
Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, it should.
I imagine Lilia standing up, clutching her holy symbol, saying, "Be gone!"
You
And we
are
just
not.
all look at her all weird.
No, not be gone. But like, you are not welcome here. Just with a sneering look on my face.
We all just look at her weird and say, "But we're supposed to be here."
So yeah, that everyone else is just kind of praising you at the moment, and a few moments later, Lilia, I would like you to make a strength check.
Yeah, good luck with that. Am I still disadvantaged from exhaustion?
Yes, you would still be disadvantaged.
We don't
Strength is
see
not my
anything?
strong suit.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Well, that rules out ghosts, because ghosts aren't actually invisible.
Meteors might be.
They're translucent.
We can assume anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck happened?
I am confused. What is going on?
Sorry, my thing just.
Yeah, you just need to target an area for fairy fire, correct,
Right,
son?
so you feel something, but nothing actually happens. You feel like something touched you, basically. And I would like you all to go ahead and roll initiative.
Initiative doesn't have a disadvantage, correct? Or does it?
It does.
It's a dex check.
I hate
Pretty
this
much
exhaustion shit.
anytime you roll a d20 right now, it's going to be that.
I hate this exhaustion shit.
Almost over.
At least it only lasts through tonight, unless we don't get any rest. Then we all have to deal with it.
Yep. Then we will all be exhausted.
Then it's just normal.
I can cast the hut again. I've got one more 3rd level spell, so if this fails, we just go find somewhere else and try again. And not sleep in the haunted house.
Okay.
Hey, you still got an 11 even with a low roll.
It's more frustrating for her just because it's negating multiple of her natural 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not just that, it's just every time I have to check if it's a freaking disadvantage.
Just assume almost everything is at disadvantage at this point, except your attack roll.
If you hold
depending.
control, you can click it that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Aurora.
You can also, in your Beyond 20 settings, just turn on roll with disadvantage.
That's what
And
it's
just
set
turn
to
it off after.
currently.
Yeah.
And that's Callan.
All right. So currently, we have Dawn at the top.
21. 11. Dex is the deciding thing, right?
Did anybody roll Aurora?
Yes.
Not yet.
Aurora was 8.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe one of us wants to roll Aurora from the sheet just so that it labels it. Going forward.
Yes, if they're tied, the first one you go with is Dex. Whoever has the higher Dex goes first.
Yep.
So we want to re-roll Aurora?
No, we'll take that.
No.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Just going forward, it'll be easier to clarify who's Callan, who's Aurora in the rolls if we roll Aurora from the sheet.
So, Dawn, you are up first.
Somebody's going to want Aurora's sheet up anyway to control their combat actions.
I have it up.
Okay. Go, son.
If
You can fairy fire an area, and if it exists,
If
it'll
it's
be
in that
highlighted.
area.
If it fails the dex save.
Yeah, if it's in that area, then you can try a thing. Where are you going to do it?
It's 20 feet area of effect. The dome is 20 feet from me, so she can center it on me and get the entire dome.
Well, it's a 20-foot cube.
Oh, that's right.
So it's
It's a
actually
cube.
just 2 by 2 squares.
Gotcha. So it's actually a little bit shy of the dome edges.
Now, I wish she had control over where I draw, but yeah. So you'd make a cube that big, and then you decide where it goes.
Yeah. So pick where you want it.
Is that her purple showing up? So there?
I have not done anything yet.
It says 20-foot cube, so that red cube
All right.
is going to determine what it
Yeah.
covers, son.
Has to be one of the
So you gotta
squares.
pick one of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Options.
where? So you want it right there?
You want it bottom right, bottom left, or top left. Okay. So that's where she's casting it.
All right.
Okay. So
if the thing is there,
cast fairy fire. Right
Everything
there.
in it has to roll a dex save.
or be all glowy.
Or be glowy. And any objects are glowy.
And I'm disadvantaged on a dex save.
That's
And
okay.
what-
You being glowy won't
What's it
hurt
have to
too
be?
much.
An 11?
Yep.
Okay.
See if Luna glows.
Lilia, use your inspiration
To avoid glowing?
if you want. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to roll for Luna too, right?
Because the thing with fairy fire is if you're glowing and
Makes it
someone makes an
easier to hit.
attack roll against you, they have advantage against you.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I
Yeah.
guess I'll use
All right,
my
so
advantage.
Staflin saves.
I'll use my inspiration.
Luna.
What do I have to
Luna
do
does
then?
not.
Does not. So Luna is glowing now, and you just need to roll.
It would be a
normal-
straight
It
roll.
would have been
Yeah,
the
straight roll.
23
Yeah, because the
because
22
that
is
was
the
the
first
first
thing.
roll.
Yep.
Oh,
so, it
so
would be a
for me
success.
not to be at disadvantage then.
Right.
It would have been a normal,
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm
So you're
23.
just
So
replacing. Okay, so you're getting the 20.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, that
it
works.
just cancels out your disadvantage
So
using
you've
it
used
once.
your DM inspiration to
Yep,
not.
it's
glow.
gone.
Also, I love that we both rolled natural 20s on the deck save.
Luna's
really
all
funny.
glowy though.
I don't know if I have a glowing or do I? That's
There should be a
inspired.
glowing or lit up or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
It should exist.
Inspired.
I'm just gonna use inspired.
I mean, Mark does much the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the inspired.
What color
thing.
sign?
Okay.
They are fairy fired.
What color are they glowing? Or
Yep,
is
you've got blue,
Luna
green,
glowing?
or violet. Luna definitely failed. She's glowing.
Yep.
They even
Violet.
shed light.
So out of everything in that square, Luna is the only thing that is glowing. Okay.
It was worth a shot.
It
Yep.
was.
So anything else you would like to do? You
Yeah,
can
what did I do?
flail wildly,
Okay, we're good.
like make a random attack in a random direction.
You have a bonus action. You have a movement.
You're
Okay.
just gonna grumble. Moro is gonna ready an action if something appears. Okay. All right. Then next up is Firedale or Curio. So Sun cast Fairy Fire there. Luna was the only thing that glowed. Lilia had presumably banished whatever creature was there before. So what is Curio going to do?
Something's obviously here. Right?
Right.
Okay. In that
What are you doing?
case, I will tell everyone to duck and okay, I'm going to hope that whatever it is not in anybody's place. Sorry, I was just looking at everything. So, Mr. Meteor,
Mhm.
I am going to spin around and start flinging fire in that spot, that spot, that spot, and that spot.
Okay.
Give me just a minute. I have to mark off my key point
You're
usage
flinging
here.
fire, you said?
Apparently.
Well, it's my symbol. I'm actually using my
Oh, okay.
attack. So, top spot, I have to roll disadvantage because I can't see if anything's there. So this is the top spot.
Okay.
Hey, if nothing's there, that's fine. If something is there, let me know so I can roll damage. I guess I should have
So
rolled damage anyways.
in this spot, you hit nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, even with disadvantage, you got 22. That's impressive.
I rolled 2 15s.
We're doing battleship. And Moro says that.
Pretty much. Okay, now it's this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do this way. That way, just in case I do hit.
Clarification on the 20-foot cube. With a 9, you do not hit anything there.
Correct.
Rest is 20 feet on each side. Yeah, so a 20-foot square.
The squares are each 5
that
feet.
was only that was only a 10-foot.
That was
cube,
only a
wasn't it?
10-foot cube. Yeah.
Oh,
4 squares is a 10-foot cube.
okay. So let's undo that.
That's why it was wrong.
Sorry.
So I yeah, go ahead and
it could have
recenter.
been that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it was
So then every
again, if
stone
it
would
was
need to
centered
make
on
the
me,
glowing
it
effect.
would have
Needs to
been,
glowing.
like I said, the entire cube, because
Yep.
the same, like my spell had the same radius. It was just a dome.
Yours is 25 because it's 10-foot radius from your square.
So
Yeah.
yours is actually
Are
25
we wanting
by
it
25.
centered like exactly like that, or are you moving it at all?
Pika.
Sorry.
Oh,
I even said 20-foot
catch.
cube.
Yeah.
You said 20-foot cube, but you did
But
a
then-
4 square
yeah.
thing. So I was like,
Yeah.
wait.
Where do you want it? You want it
know
up
got
a
it.
square, right a square, or up and right a square? Or right where it is? Up
Upright.
and right a square.
Okay.
All
So
right.
there.
So that would encompass everyone. So everyone would need to make a dex.
So anyone who has not rolled.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Morrow, Aurora,
Better not fail.
Talon, and Curio.
And I did.
And then anything else. That meteor
I'm
has to roll
glowy.
for.
All right. So Curio is going to be glowy. Moro, I think, passed, right? Yeah. Aurora. He... Aurora... Aurora's glowy. With a 0.
Oh, he has minus dex save. Ouchie.
Yeah, he does.
Thank you,
He has a
Melody.
-1.
Thank you for that info, Melody.
Dex is his worst ability.
Yay, Melody! We can be
Yay,
heard.
we can all be heard. Thank you, Melody. Okay. So I didn't do Callan yet. Callan saves. Okay. So Aurora,
Glowy.
Curio, and Luna are all glowing. Does San need to save?
Yes.
Yes. She is in the
Alright.
cube.
So San, you need to roll a save.
She said it's purple.
It is violet. Song
She is not glowy.
Okay. All right. So just the 3 of you are glowy then.
Okay. Nothing else?
Is anything
Nothing
else
else.
glowy?
Nope,
Okay,
just the
so
3 of you.
everything's still good.
Yep.
So next up is this square.
So either it wasn't there or it made it save.
Right. Next up is that square.
Okay.
Guys, I think I'm going to take a second and run to the washroom while this is going on,
Go for it.
since I'm going to be a
Okay.
little bit in the turn order. One sec.
Okay. That does not hit anything.
Last up is that square.
That does not hit anything.
Okay.
All right. So you got 4 misses.
I did not sink any battleships. I'm not moving.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Daphne.
That was double attack, and then key attack for 2 more attack for bonus action from that, and I'm not moving, so I'm good.
All right, Safflin, you're up.
Well, considering we can't find a target, it's kind of hard to see what we can do.
I pointed and showed everybody where I was throwing, so
Mm-hmm.
I might
Right.
have missed something, but gives an idea at least.
Let's see. Do I have any spells that don't require me seeing a target? I don't think I do. I think all of mine are creatures I can see, which means it can't do
Oof.
anything. Yeah, that's the problem. I have to be able to see my target. Creature you can see, creature you can see, creature you can see. God. Well
that
then.
sucks.
Oh, here we go. Creature of my choice within range can hear.
Okay.
That's slightly different.
Okay, back.
It's something.
So if it has ears.
If it can hear. It's creature of my choice, though, is I have to pick something that can hear me, and if I don't know it's there, can I pick it, is the question.
What's the spell?
Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear.
That's a good question.
A weird one. And if they're deafened, they
You have to
automatically
make an
succeed on the
attack roll?
save. It's a save.
A save.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
I would probably rule, since you're basing it on sound, that
I mean,
they
if
would
you roll
make
it, I
the
still
save with
can't.
advantage.
Okay. I was gonna say, if
So-
you roll it, I still can't do it because I can't make a target because I can't find the target. That's fine.
Yeah, I think you can do it. It's just they'll have advantage since you don't know exactly where to aim it.
Okay.
Unless you want to aim it in a specific direction, and then if they're in that direction, then they'd roll straight. Otherwise, it would just be
Nope,
advantage.
needy user. Still no freaking clue.
We have not managed to find them. We've tried to fairy fire, and they probably succeeded the save because it didn't reveal them. So unfortunately,
Because they have to be inside to be attacking us, right?
yeah,
Yep.
they have to be in it at the time that they are attacking us. And if they were not in it at the initial casting, then they cannot leave it and come back in. They can't travel through it freely if they were not in it at the time of casting. So if they have gotten in it through the weird loophole that we discussed last week that people may or may not remember, then it is still in it.
Weird loophole. Was that the above ground or underground?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because it's a dome.
It's a dome, so
There is no floor.
Wouldn't that be a sphere then?
It's a dome,
No,
not a
no.
hemisphere. Hemisphere has a floor.
I am confused, but okay.
That was the weird thing that Meteor had to ask me about.
yeah.
Because the wording of the spell says it forms up and around. Well, around and above, basically. So
the thing could
Yeah.
technically be under us.
it could be under us. Yeah. There's literally a Twitter thread of one of the authors of the book arguing with themselves about whether or not there's a floor.
Yep. Arguing with himself.
Gone back and forth on if there is a floor. So,
Okay.
but for our purposes, there is no floor.
Okay, so how are you wanting to do it, Safflin?
I am
If you
going to
want.
go ahead and try Dissonant Whispers, even with them getting the advantage, because I can't
Okay.
see them. Just because
Alright.
I want to try to do something. So I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. I'm going to cast it at 2nd level.
Okay, and what's the save?
Hold on. Make sure that I am casting it at the appropriate level, and it should say that it's a Wisdom save 15 in there.
Yep,
Yes, it
DC
does.
15. It's going to have advantage. It saves.
Okay. On a failed save, it would take the damage. On a success, it takes half damage.
Okay, so half.
So it still
16.
takes half of 16, so it takes 8.
That's a good chunk of damage too.
If it's deafened, it automatically succeeds. If it had failed, it also would have had to run from me.
Mm-hmm.
But since it succeeded, it doesn't have to move.
Okay, so.
Yeah. It's basically, I just inflicted psychic damage on it.
Yep. Okay.
I played a really, really, really off-tune melody in its head.
Still don't know where it is, though.
Nope, still don't know where it is. But I hit something.
So.
That gives
yes,
me an
it's
idea for
something.
by next.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
you
it's
do
a-
hit something.
Yeah, it's a range of
You'll
60 feet, so I hit something.
So you kind of see Saflin kind of like moving her mouth, and then you're not sure what happens other than she seems pleased because she can tell that she hit something.
I'm like, I don't know where it is, but that landed. There's something in here. And bonus action is I will go ahead and do a bonus action and grant a bardic inspiration to, let's see, probably Lilia.
Okay.
So you now have a bardic inspiration. And be like, okay, so something's not right here. Maybe you can help. And just kind of
I only
give
have
you
one idea for what I could do right
it's
now.
okay. If it's something unholy, you can help. If it's not, you can still help. But that will give you a 1d8 that you can add to an ability check, attack roll, saving throw, or healing or damage done by a spell.
Okay.
All right. That's my turn. That's all I got.
Marking that down.
Okay.
1d8
Next up is Callan.
plus.
So Callan is just utterly confused. He's like, "What? Fireball? Or not fireball? Curio, you almost hit me. I don't know what's happening. Why are we attacking? Nothing.
I said
Something's
duck.
here.
Something is in here and hitting us.
What?
Find it.
I think I
And so-
banished one thing, but there's something else here.
He reaches behind him, like he usually does when he creates one of his Eldritch cannons, and the pieces start flying out of his backpack and like coming together in front of him. And so you get this. He's going to not there.
Yeah, please don't put it on top of Saflin.
There. So this is going to be his protector cannon.
Okay.
So each creature of his choice within 10 feet of the turret gains 1d8 plus 3 temporary hit points.
What's the range then?
10 feet.
It
So
might.
everyone.
Okay,
Right,
so you said 1d8?
Yep.
What are we rolling?
I'm rolling.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So 5.
5. Okay. I
So
thought
everyone gains 5 temporary hit points.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Dick.
Thank you, Stick.
And then he is going to do nothing else. So next up is the creature's turn. And it
Can we even try and talk with it?
is going to I think it's gonna try to. Right, Curio, I'd like you to make a strength check, please. Okay. All right. And then it's going to use its movement.
Mine was a 14. Just in case the 1 point matters. I was accidentally on Aurora's sheet when I did that.
Yours was a 14? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the 1 point makes a difference.
It does not, unfortunately. Okay. Best way to do this. So, there. Curio, San, Lilia. You can do an attack of opportunity with disadvantage if you want.
I have to ask, is it stepping on the ground or otherwise making noise of any type?
No.
If it's not making anything that we can detect with it, then we wouldn't know that that's where it was originally.
Okay.
Right, you wouldn't be able to follow it to do an attack.
Yeah.
Okay. I had read something about these.
Detecting invisible things.
Yeah.
There should be a
Fine.
check of some sort to find it
What
or
about a
try to see
perception
through
check?
it if it's invisibility.
audio,
but
yeah, if it's making some way to track it, yes. But if it's not giving us a way to track it outside,
okay, Curio. I think you would be able to because it did try to do something to you first. It tried to push you.
Okay.
So you felt something, so you could use your reaction to.
Which direction did I feel this in?
From your left. So towards Saflin.
Okay. So reactive swing.
So it's in the middle.
With disadvantage.
Yep.
Dawn is asking if she is still ducked.
She's still ducked. You can be if you want. You don't have to be.
Okay.
All right, so a 15 is going to hit. So you feel something push against you, and as it goes,
swipe out wildly.
Leave. You swipe out wildly, and you actually kind of feel your claws like slow down for a second as they go through it.
It was there, but it's not there anymore.
And you do deal some damage to it.
It is slashing, just in case that matters.
I did notice.
Well, Morrow wouldn't have been able to detect it, is what we were talking about just now.
It did not appear.
Curio could only
got one.
detect it because it tried to grab him.
Right. So he knew approximately where it was. All right. Next up is Lilia.
Give me 1 sec. I'm refreshing my page.
We are skipping the other one because
Okay.
Outside the bubble and can't do anything?
it ran away.
So
More
for
combat.
shits and giggles,
It's run away for 1 minute.
okay. And I'm guessing.
Oh.
Okay, Firebutt, question. My spirit guardians for the damage roll, it's still disadvantaged for me, right?
Yes. To attack something invisible is
That's
disadvantage.
a spell effect with an area of effect, so I'm not sure. I would need to see the
Oh, it's a
spell.
spell effect. Oh, that's right.
Give me a second, and I will look at your caricature.
The reason why I was
what's the
asking
spell called?
Firebutt is because he's the one who explained what my spirit guardians was. Basically, it is a 15-foot sphere around me of spirit guardians that protect me and anybody who enters the area that I designate not safe takes 3d8 damage, or if they fail a saving throw, I think it's a wisdom. If they
Can you put it
pass,
in D&D beyond?
Oh, I'm trying to. I just
In
don't
the
know
chat?
what to roll mode.
Well, if you cast it, it will show what it is. Yes, it's an area. It's 15 feet around you. Since it's not really a targeting thing, it's more of a save they do. Your disadvantage does nothing to that.
Okay, so
They
I
have
rolled
to
normal.
save against the damage.
Yep.
Okay, so
You
I
don't
rolled.
roll anything.
Well, the roll thing still pops up. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
basically, if they
within 15 feet.
let me see if I can get the flavor text up there.
Yeah, is it
Which
when
one
they
is this?
enter or spirit guard?
Okay,
Did that-
There should be an
Guardians.
option
No,
to.
that didn't.
It flit
Why
around
didn't it?
you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. Designate any number of creatures you see to be unaffected by it.
Which
Yeah,
I
she
would
can
put our
designate
party.
all of us.
Yeah.
If you click on the text that says Spirit Guardians, at the top right, there's a display in VTT.
Did that
Yeah,
work
that's
this
what
time?
we-
There
makes
we
that
go.
show up.
There, I was trying to do that.
Yeah,
Don't mind
that's
the
why
other
I
one.
did it. Yeah.
If you are good or neutral, spectral form appears angelic or fey. If you're evil, they appear fiendish.
So it's
Cast
when
a
they
spell, you can
enter.
designate-
When they enter the perimeter around me, or on the start of the next turn, is when they
Or
have
on
to
the
do
start
the
of their turn.
have
on
to
the
do the
start of their
wisdom
turn if
save
they're
and
in.
throw.
Okay.
And if they fail, they take the damage.
And if they pass, they still take half.
They take
Yeah.
half.
DC 14.
Yep.
Okay.
And
It's a
that's
good
an area
spell.
of effect. Yeah, it is. That's one that I had her to take. Because she really wanted to be able to
It's a good one.
do more stuff with.
Yeah, and
Okay.
especially in this case with the creatures.
Yep.
That we
No,
can't
as you
see.
see, it's a really nice
You
one.
don't have to see them. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? So
Um,
nothing happens right now. It's on their turn.
Yeah, but you've set the stage.
I need a perimeter around me, right?
Click on you. Because
Okay.
it will actually move with you in case you move. Click the little gear.
I
Yeah,
need
you can
to get rid
set
of
a token aura. You can set aura 2
gear.
and to whatever amount of feet that your radius is. So at the bottom of token aura, go to aura 2.
Yeah, it's 15. So
And then
that'll
put
be
15 feet circle and whatever color you want.
Okay,
that
so
will be
I'm
your perimeter.
actually gonna move in here so that you guys are actually in my circle.
I think we would still be in it if you
Your
were down
circle
one.
is going to
Oh.
be bigger than her current thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're fine.
but Callan's cut off from what I can see.
I mean, you can move after you've cast it. It stays
Oh,
around
right.
you.
We can't see
Yeah.
her radius, but Meteor can.
Yeah, we can't see her aura.
Yeah, I
No.
can see it.
Yeah, it should be going 3 squares away from you at the furthest range. Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm gonna move
Yeah.
myself up in there. Just so my aura is kind of covering
There
you,
you go.
so I can see if.
I just made it visible.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Oh, that's the
We
thing.
can
you
see
do
it now.
50.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's your aura because it does move with you. Anything that starts its turn there or moves in, Meteor is
And since
affected.
I can't really do anything else at this point, I'm just going to pass it on and just try and be vigilant in case something happens.
Yeah.
And as for Luna, she'll just watch to see if something happens too, because she can't really see anything to try and attack something.
So she's readying her action?
Yeah.
Okay.
In case somebody gets pushed or hit or something, try and slash or bite.
Okay.
It's nice that you're getting to use your biggie spell,
hmm
and hopefully it does real good.
All right. So,
Alright, so
that's the end of your turn.
next. Yep.
All right. So next, as soon as you do that, you hear a blood curdling, and
We can't actually.
Hi, Buff Bud.
I don't
so
think we can hear. Let me check my dome again.
On the dome
I
again.
know we can. I know we can see out of it.
yeah.
I don't know that the sound passes through.
So first of all, before she does anything more, she has entered your aura, Lilia.
Yep.
So she needs to make a wisdom save. She saves
What did she roll?
a 20.
So
Rolled a
You
nat
should be
20.
doing that on D&D on Roll20 so we can actually see.
So roll your 3d8.
So, okay, for me, this. And it's normal since it's just an area effect, right?
Correct.
So
I can roll
16.
it on D&D Beyond if you guys want. I just like rolling.
So
it.
half. So 8 damage. 8 radiant damage.
All right, so
In
8
case it
radiant
matters.
damage.
If it's weak to radiant, no clue.
Okay, so yeah, the sound does pass through the dome. They just can't see through it, but yeah, sound
And
passes.
magical effects
Okay.
won't pass through it.
Magical
Now-
effects also will not pass through. Correct.
So you guys hear this scream coming from
But
this
if there was
direction.
if there was a
You all
spell
look that
effect
way,
associated with that, we
and
wouldn't have to save.
you see this horrifying ghostly figure come straight through the wall. There's no window there. It doesn't burst through. It just comes straight through it. And I need you all to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. DC 13.
What's it doing?
Or be frightened for 1 minute.
Okay,
Hold on.
that's probably a natural effect and not a magical one.
Correct.
Okay, so it's not part of the shriek as a spell.
So
just
I'm
seeing it.
still disadvantaged.
This is from seeing it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am probably frightened.
This is wisdom.
All right. Yes, wisdom saving
You
throw.
still have your
DC
bardic
13.
inspiration that you can add.
Lilia, you
Oh, right.
saved.
I save?
Add your 1d8 if you want.
Yep.
Oh, okay, you don't need
needed
to.
a 13 or higher, and you got a 13.
Okay.
Wisdom?
Yep. Ellen.
Okay.
Ellen fails. Curio fails. I will do. Oh, Aurora already did it. Okay. Yeah, Mora and Luna
Oh,
need
right.
to roll.
Using
Still
it
haven't
when you
figured
make-
out how to make the game log
spending-
stop sending me all the rolls.
Yeah, this seems like a good time to use mine, so
Luna
I'm going
saved.
to redo that. And give myself...
Yeah, you can use your DM
I
inspiration.
still
Yep.
failed because he said 13.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
And Aurora did make his.
Checking
so
something.
Aurora did make his, so it's just Son.
And what are the effects of this?
You are
Now,
frightened.
Son-
You cannot move closer to it, and you have disadvantage
and
on
while we
attacks
can
against
see
it.
it.
Son,
Yeah.
Son,
Yeah.
Callan, Curio are all frightened of it.
Son rolled
For
a
1
20.
minute.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Son used her DM inspiration to roll with
Oh,
advantage.
I missed that you used your inspiration. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Okay, so Son is not. So just Curio and Callan. That's
And
not
as long
bad.
as we can see it, we have disadvantage on attack
That's
rolls.
actually really good, guys.
Yep. So it moved in.
So you all see it, and you're all startled by it, but Curio and Callan are frightened of it for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your
Your
its
turns.
turn.
Oh, its turn?
A frightened target can. So your turn. A frightened
Okay,
target.
I was about to say,
Because
it's
it's
usually
a
at the end of
timed one.
your turn,
Yeah. So
because it ensures that you don't get the turn while you're frightened, but you have a
Okay.
chance to have your next turn.
right. So if you can still see the banshee, it's with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ending the effect on a success. And everyone who saves
Hmm.
is immune for 24 hours.
Yay!
So everyone who saved will not have to roll again.
Okay.
And so it comes up to this dome, and so it's opaque, right?
The
It is
dome is.
opaque on the outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
So-
can't see in.
It can't see anything, but this creature, Firedale, is staring right at you, and it is banging on the outside of this dome, and you can tell it knows you are there. And that is going to end its turn.
I have a
Aurora's turn.
question. If I step out long enough, or I wouldn't be able to cast spiritual weapon inside and move it out, would I?
You could move it out. Yes. You can pass through it going outwards.
Spiritual
not
weapon, though.
Can magic
Spells and
spells
magical
pass through?
effects do not pass
Right.
through the dome.
She would have to step outside like. She
So
was talking about
it's
casting
only
outside.
inside the dome at this moment. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to pass it through. Just clarifying.
Correct.
Okay.
You would have to
Since
step
it
out
is-
to cast it outside.
Yeah, spells and magical effects cannot extend through the dome or be cast through it.
That's from either side.
So also, if I
Yeah.
stepped out to cast it, I would lose control of it probably when I came back in.
No, that's not a thing.
No?
No, you'd have one inside and one out. It's not a different plane. It's just there's a field there.
So
It's a
then,
boundary for the spell.
You can't cast the spell from inside and put it outside. You can cast the
Correct.
spell outside and then walk back inside and still have control of it.
that
that's
was
not a
that was what I
problem.
was wondering, and I could still move it from
Yes,
inside
that's
when I'm
fine.
outside.
Correct.
Okay.
It just means that depending on where you have it, the spell effects can't extend through the dome, so it's only ever impacting inside or outside objects.
Okay.
Right.
So
Now, like
if
you
I
can't
have
have
it
it on the
outside,
inside and then have it attack something through it or anything.
so if I have it on the
Alright.
outside to attack something, I can move and attack. Okay.
So next up is Aurora.
Okay. What I was discussing before,
Mm-hmm.
I would like him to do Divine Sense, which
Okay.
would allow him to detect undead, celestials, and fiends within 60 feet and know exactly
Ooh.
where they are. However, that is an action.
We can see through Dome, Needy User. It's the outside that can't see
Within
in.
60 feet. Okay.
From the inside, it's transparent. From the outside, it's opaque. Think of it like one-way glass.
Yep.
Or
So are y'all okay with doing that since we're dealing with some invisible munchkins?
Yeah.
Okay.
So detect good and evil.
Yeah, it's Divine Sense. I can't really click it, but you
Yeah.
can.
As an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell,
That's not a
or
thing we have
know
to
the
worry about.
location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Yep.
All right. So
So-
you all don't get to know, just him.
Well,
Yep.
but he can
But he
say
can
it's
tell you,
right
yeah.
there.
So it's a good thing you said that, because I actually did not know he had that. So he's going to cast that.
I don't know what
and
you mean, Needy User.
He's going to say, he's going to look right next to him, right here, be like, "Oh crap! It's right next to me." And let's see, what bonus that?
That's what I'm checking, is to see what other options he has.
Yeah,
Bonus
so he has
action.
Compelled Duel, Divine Favor, Searing Smite, Branding Smite, all his bonus action.
Other.
Maybe he'd do Compelled Duel in this instance against
I
the
don't
thing next to him.
think at the moment.
You think yes or no?
I don't think that
no.
would make a good idea at the moment.
Okay. Then he could do one of his smite to ready his next attack. He already used his.
Okay, so anyways, whatever you end up deciding to do with that, that is 60 feet with
Yep.
no full cover between. So if anything's outside the walls, he
Mhm.
can't detect it, but anything inside within 60 feet he has line of sight to, he knows it's there, and he
correct.
can tell us.
So the only things he's sensing at the moment are the thing right next to him and the banshee right there.
Okay. So I'm going to put that there because he can point that out until the end of his next turn. He can say where that is and where it moves.
Okay.
Hey, Meteor, can you do me a
Yes.
favor for a second? Just to show Needy User, can you load my banana hammer for a sec?
Yeah.
Yep. See.
It's a magical banana hammer. Is my spiritual weapon of choice. So basically, that would be floating around and bonking people on the heads with, I think, radiant damage. Is it?
I think so. Absolutely.
Purple
Okay, so
guardians are usually radiant, I
he can
think.
either do
Well, spiritual weapon. I think it's radiant.
Searing Smite or Branding Smite. Searing Smite
Yeah, it's a melee.
basically sets his
It's a giant floating banana hammer.
Branding smite.
It's like a war hammer with a banana on top.
Weapon gleams without radiance. Let's do searing smite to start. I think. Sound good?
Here's a question. Because I'm seeing what Sana is saying. Since
Or
some of
bite
us,
reaction.
since some of us readied a reaction. I know Luna did too. Would we have the chance to go and?
So, no, based on the fact that you guys said you were reading it until you saw something. You would probably get it on the Banshee, but not the Poltergeist.
Bless, Meteor. Bless off of the necklace of prayer beads is a bonus action.
There you go.
Where's it?
Because all the prayer beads are bonus actions. That's the
It was not showing up on the bonus action list.
right. It's because it just has it in as normal spell, so it says one action. But
there.
the necklace of prayer beads, all of them are bonuses.
Bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll, a saving throw before the columns, target D4 and add the sure. So he'll bless
Me, himself, and what's his face?
Son.
Son or Stick.
Who wants it? Son or Callan?
Bless.
It's basically an extra D4.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you roll an attack
Son
saving
wants it.
throw, you'd add
Alright,
D4.
Son wants it.
Okay.
For the heck of it, I'm putting it in there so Son can read, not that I'm actually casting it.
Okay. I don't think...
just so it's descriptions there.
I don't think I have anything for... Oh, there is a thing for Bless. There.
I'm not casting it. It's just in there for flavor. Text.
Yep, it's just so we can read the description.
Yep.
So you can get 3 creatures on a first level.
Since I have the spell, and I can cast it to roll 20.
There, now the stream can see a little better. Okay. So he blesses, he lets you know that there's a poltergeist right there, and now it is San's turn. So were you doing reactions for seeing the Banshee?
Banshee is visible.
Yep,
Correct.
Banshee is very visible.
I am not chancing going out of that dome for the Banshee.
So, who all held their actions? I think Thon did and
Morrow.
did.
I know Luna did.
Son, Mora, and Luna. Yeah.
So Morrow would not be close enough.
Son did
Oh,
not.
Son didn't.
Oh, San didn't, and Morrow isn't close enough.
Yeah,
could Morrow move?
you
Yeah,
can
Morrow
only
can move.
You can only ready an action, I think. I don't think you
not a
can do
movement.
your entire
Yeah,
turn.
not the move is part of
Yep.
it.
So she's not close enough. Okay. Pump attack.
Pounce.
All right.
Sorry,
so then,
Son.
San, it is now your turn anyway. So
Yeah, you can move right there and be able to hit it.
Yep.
You
and still be in the dome.
Correct.
And you also know about the other one in the other direction. So whichever one you want to do. A scythe. All right. That does hit.
Ooh, that damage.
5.
and as weird as it sounds, Meteor, she gets her backstab.
Okay, so that's going to be halved to 2.
What do
And
you
that
mean
is also going to be halved to
sneak
2.
attack? I'm confused. Why sneak attack?
Because I'm adjacent to it as well.
Flanking.
Yeah,
Whales from the
she's the
grave.
rogue. Pretty much has the same thing Morrow has.
And that your wails from the grave does not affect her at all.
Well, the wells from the grave would be on the invisible thing that
Would be on
Aurora
the
pointed out.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Poltergeist.
the other target
That's
within
right, I forgot
30
that.
feet.
If it's an undead, it's probably also
yeah,
immune, but
that also does nothing. Yep. Unfortunately, most undead are immune to necrotic.
Necrotic.
it's worth a
They
They're
try, though.
usually
the
weak to
essence of
radiant,
necrotic.
so that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Were they weak to my radiant damage?
We don't know.
I'm curious.
Yeah. Yeah, so Morrow gets advantage.
No, they were not. Weirdly
Oh.
enough,
Okay.
that's actually surprising.
It's probably one of those things that has massive immunities or resistance.
Yeah, it's probably
to just
immune
about
or
everything,
resistant
and
to
so
every
radiant's the only
condition.
thing it's not resistant to.
Right, so it does normal damage.
Yep. Okay, so Moro rolls.
What crit rolls
10
you're gonna have to
and
explain there?
misses.
Yeah, you didn't roll a crit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't roll a crit.
Nope. You rolled a dirty 20, not a nat 20.
Oh,
Good try, though.
I missed the first one. Sorry. So 20 does hit. My bad. So 6 piercing damage.
And a crit is only when you have the
And-
green
Oh,
box
she only
around.
rolled a 20. She only rolled once for the.
Yeah, she should have
Other
rolled with
two.
advantage.
Yeah, both of
So
them.
she should have rolled
Oh.
the attack again.
So she rolled a 20 and a 10, getting the 20. Right?
I thought that 10
No.
was damage.
Oh no, the 10
No,
is damage.
the 10 is damage,
Okay,
but she
then,
should have
yeah,
rolled
roll-
her attack twice.
Yeah, roll one more bite attack. See if you get a nat 20.
Or just roll the d20 and add your modifier, add your +5.
Well, it's mainly we know it hits, so it's just rolling a d20 to see if it's
21. Okay.
21.
Yeah, so still not a net.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it does hit and does 3 damage.
3?
And yep.
3?
10 divided by 2 is 5.
The first one says 6.
That was her attack. Moro bit for
No,
for
Moro, where it says the 20.
She never
it says
uses
piercing
that roll,
damage
though.
6.
She always rolls it separate.
Okay.
We can take the 10 then. So that'd be extra 2 damage.
Apparently,
Morrow
Moro
has 2
has.
attacks.
Oh, and Moro has 2 attacks. Okay. How does Moro have 2 attacks?
No, Moro
Because
doesn't have
next
to
to
attack.
ally, no. Morrow
No.
gets advantage on
That's
the
just
attack
advantage.
roll. It's
Yeah, it's
still
just-
one attack
yeah, it's
roll.
just
It's still one
advantage.
attack
No.
action.
You roll twice and take the
yeah.
higher.
No, we're just taking the original 6 damage.
It's been
Okay.
a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a bit.
It's late, bite me.
Yeah, you also pretty much have tactics too.
Yeah.
Okay. So you took your turn. Moro took her turn. All done? All right.
Okay.
Curio, you are up.
All the Discord
Well,
heaps.
I can see a thing. I know another thing. The one thing right next to me is causing me issues.
Yep, you are frightened of it.
Aurora knows it's undead. Or is it? Does Aurora, you said Aurora
Yes.
detected the Banshee. Okay, so
Yeah.
we would know it's undead. We know undead is normally weak to
Radiant.
radiant damage.
Although.
Technically, I think because the Banshee can't attack through the side of the dome.
We can't attack it with magic either.
Right, but I think technically you can move away from it without it getting an attack of opportunity because it can't actually
That's correct.
attack
Right.
you through the dome.
But I don't
So
have
you
to
could
run.
move to the other target if you needed to
I'm just going to smack the Banshee twice.
with disadvantage.
Yep, with disadvantage.
Okay.
You double check everything to make sure I don't forget anything because it has been so freaking long. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised none of us. Kind of surprised none of us have a way to negate fear on someone.
Right.
I would think Aurora or Lilia would have that capacity at this point.
There was an option, but no one opted to get it.
Okay.
I think Aurora and Lilia both could. I'm fairly certain Aurora could. But
What's
he
the
did not
thing?
get that ability.
Yeah, he has lesser restoration on the beads, which is blind, deaf, and paralyzed poison. That's not fear. That's a different one.
I don't remember what it's called, but
Okay.
I remember seeing it in his thing.
So a 16,
there's heroism, which
then
makes
a
you immune.
15 for the Banshee.
Sorry, 16 to hit and 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Both of those hit.
Okay, so slashing damage 8, slashing damage 7.
4, 3, so 7 damage.
Is it taking half damage?
Yes.
And I'm going to use my key point to do my double radiant sunbolt at this thing over here where Aurora said it is. I'm already at a disadvantage, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't be double disadvantaged.
Let me see what I ended up.
18 and 9.
So an 18 and then a 9.
All right, 9 does
radiant
not
damage.
hit. 18 does for 7 damage.
7 radiant. Yep.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Next up is Saflin. You can see something, Saflin.
Hey! I also know that the thing I hit is over there because they told me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Aurora has given us a play-by-play of every little move it makes from square to square. Can't tell us what it's doing, but he knows it's there.
Yep. I think I want to take care of the one that we can't see so that other people can deal with the one that we can.
How's the rain? No clue.
The rain is still beating down hard.
Not inside the dome, though. The dome is perfect, balmy weather.
Nice and great.
Nice, comfortable weather. It's nice and dry in the dome. Let's see here.
Firedale, I'm gonna message you.
Okay.
Apparently,
Make sure I don't have anything that can
either.
hit multiple targets. I don't think so.
When do you actually have to go, Pika? Are you good for a little bit longer?
True. So Pika's good. She's got no work tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers again, this time at first level.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and choose the
red circle of
choose the red circle, the thing that Nihon has pointed out.
You in that square.
Oh wow, that's really good
funny.
damage on the first level.
Right.
That is a good roll.
You still can't see the creature, but we definitely know it's there.
Yeah.
Yelling
That's still
at the
really
creature.
good damage. I'm surprised.
Yelling at the creature. You look funny, even though I can't see you.
Okay. So it fails this time.
Okay, so it takes 11 psychic damage. It takes full damage.
Unless
And
it's
it
resistant.
is. Unless it's resistant to psychic damage, correct.
Okay.
And it must immediately use its reaction, if it is available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay. So that's
It
going
is
to.
effectively afraid of me without the frightened condition.
All right. So that gives Aurora an attack of opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
which he's going to.
8.
Gonna take it.
Yeah. Roll with his sword.
8 doesn't hit though, right?
Oh, 8
Yeah,
does
fire
not.
dials rolled. Okay.
He's gonna say it's moving. It's right there.
Yeah.
So Kellen also have a chance to smack it.
Yep.
And probably Saflin would too, right?
I would.
Yep.
I would indeed. I have not used my reaction.
So Saflin, you get a chance to attack it.
It's moving away. Remember your disadvantage, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it will be disadvantage.
Because we can't see it.
Yep. See, Lily, we're all disadvantaged. You're normal now.
You're normal for this fight, basically.
I'm still disadvantaged though.
All right, I'm gonna use my DM inspiration on this
To
Okay.
cancel the disadvantage.
to cancel the
All right. So just a
disadvantage,
straight roll then.
and then
A melee attack, I believe.
I think it would have to be, wouldn't it?
Yep.
let's see if this rolls correctly.
5 to hit does not hit.
Yeah, it rolled correctly. It just
Okay. Yeah, it's just a bad roll. I just rolled a 3.
So you
Fair enough.
pass the dissonant whispers, and Aurora's like, "It's getting away." And you're like, "Oh wait, I can hit it," and you kind of fumble with it, and can I get it? Nope. Okay.
I swipe and I miss.
Yep.
Have Kellen smack at it.
You kind of hit Callan's shield by accident. It's like, oh, sorry.
Oops.
All right. So then
Callan
it's
gets a
going
turn.
to keep moving this way.
Have Kellen smack at it.
Yeah, it hasn't left his thing yet. Oh well, I guess now it does. You can't see that. Sorry, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
not
we can't see it.
Full distance yet. All right. So now Callan gets a swipe, and he's going to use. Oh.
Oh yeah, Callan doesn't have strength, does he? So would a melee attack even work with him?
You know it.
Yeah, it'll still do damage.
Yeah, he can still do a melee attack, an unarmed attack. It's just not it doesn't have a bonus to it.
He doesn't have a melee weapon.
He
Use unarmed strike. Yeah, that's all it is.
Yep.
Which,
If I remember
0
correctly,
damage.
because he's negative in strength, right?
Yeah, his bludgeoning damage is just 0.
Minimum damage should be 1, though.
Yeah, it should
But
always be able to be 1.
He has -1 to strength, so it makes it a 0.
Right, it would still default it to 1.
Yeah, it's
But
on the
half it
character
would
sheet-
default it to 0. Oh, I believe you.
On the character sheet, it literally just says 0.
Oh, wow. It does.
Yeah, he can't do damage when he's
Normally
unarmed
it's
strike.
minimum 1. Interesting. Maybe that's changed with 5th edition.
His unarmed strike just sucks.
He's basically just flailing.
Yep.
Watch, he doesn't hurt himself.
I get it.
Yeah, that's a change that they've made. Yes.
Okay,
Minimum is 0.
here's the thing.
He's
for
like a
you,
Magikarp
because
with
I
splash.
can't see it.
Yep.
My little circle that's there, if whatever it was moves through the wall and out,
Right.
then he doesn't know it's there. He just knows it went through the wall and out. If
Correct.
it stopped at the wall because it can't move through the wall, then he still knows where it is in the room.
All right. So it has to use its entire movement speed, right?
Yes, to get as far away as possible.
So if it's
Okay.
outside the wall, remove the circle.
So it does move through the wall.
Okay.
Away from
Okay.
him.
So
Oh,
it pretty
oh,
much
oh,
gets
oh.
there, and then that's the last he hears from it.
It gets
oh.
here.
Guys? Oh,
It's
no, it's not
here,
its turn anymore. It's not its turn yet, right?
moving this way.
No,
it's-
it's
hold-
my turn.
Hold on.
So
Okay.
it moved like this.
Correct. It's not its turn, so your
My
spirits
thing
don't
doesn't.
do damage.
Okay. Thank
Right.
you.
So you guys can see the. Can you guys see the?
Yes. I can see the circle.
Oh no!
If that's what
I'm
you're
saying
asking.
the directional the
Yes.
ruler.
Okay.
So it went. Yeah, it went this way.
Okay.
So
Then
it
that's the
disappeared
last.
through that wall.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do, Saflin?
Well, that was my reaction, which kind of sucks. It's also kind of weird because there's confusion on whether or not you can use a reaction on your turn. But it's fine.
I think you can.
Yeah, I think I can
If
too because
something
I
causes
just did it. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
shoved it away from me. So
Yeah,
essentially,
that's a specific instance where on your turn something else can happen.
it's a
that
one-time
gives you reaction.
exception.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I still have a bonus action available. So all I've got left here.
Okay.
So I am going to bonus action Mantle of Inspiration,
Okay.
which is going to grant 8 temporary hit points to 4 creatures I can see, and that can see me within 60 feet.
Okay.
Those 4 creatures can immediately use their reaction to move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Quite a few of us just used our reactions.
Yep.
So I don't think anyone's going to take that particular bonus, but some people may want the 8 hit points. So I'm going to do it for the 8 hit points.
Does that stack on top of Callan's?
Yes, it's an additional 8.
Okay.
It's a second effect applying temporary hit points.
Okay,
And
so
I think-
who gets it?
So I will provide that to Callan. I will apply that to Curio. Because I know that they've been accosted. And then probably also Aurora. And then I'll probably give the other one to either Son or Moro. Just because you're not in as much danger right now, Lilia.
Okay.
Did you say
And-
Callan? Sorry.
Yes, Callan.
Yes, Callan gets it. Aurora gets it. Curio gets it. And then Son can choose Son or Moro.
Okay.
I will let Son make that decision
I
on
don't
which
think
one of them
anyone's
gets it.
taken damage yet.
All right, so Son, give yourself 8
Additional.
8 temporary hit points on top of whatever you got. Yep.
Okay.
And should anybody that still has their reaction want to use it to move, they can. I don't think
Son's
anybody
the only
does.
one, but I think she's in a good position.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to. I don't think it's beneficial to. Yeah, just take the hit points. And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up is Callan. What is that thing? And it is going to try to attack the Banshee, which he is frightened of, so he gets disadvantage.
If he is doing a magical attack, he must step
Oh, that's
outside the
right.
dome to do it.
That's right. Okay.
He
good
can do
call
that.
out.
You just can't
he
get
has
closer to it.
non-magical range, so I will switch it to that. Good call out, because I was about to do a magical attack.
Yep.
Okay. So he gets a 15 to hit, which is going to hit, dealing 6 damage, halved to 3. And then he is going to use his bonus action. Have to step out. Use any bonus action. He has Magic Stone. He's going to be Callan. He's going to cast Magic Stone at this thing, and it's going to hit up against the wall of the dome and just disintegrate. What the heck? What happened?
You can't send magic in or out of the dome.
Crap!
Means they can't hit us either.
I'll remember that for next time. All right.
Stick.
All right. So for Dissonant Whispers,
That's a one-time thing.
it's just a one-time thing, so it can move towards you again. Okay.
How far? This is just asking for you for the turn undead. Whatever the speed of the thing was that got turned,
Mhm.
it moves double that for 10 rounds
Wait.
in a straight line as far away as possible.
Oh,
mean
for
Dissonant
the
Whispers?
turn undead thing?
Yes, for the turn undead, not the Dissonant
Gotcha.
Whispers.
Gotcha.
So whichever one got turned, that way you know how far away it's going to be in 10 rounds, if it matters.
Okay.
It
That-
moves
matters.
double its
That's
speed.
really far.
I was
Yep.
just letting you know.
That is really far.
Turn undead
For a minute.
is strong for a reason.
Yep.
Yeah, if
Okay.
it moves it for a minute, that's 10 rounds.
Okay. Good to
And
know.
it moves double that because it takes a dash action.
So I sent it
Uh,
running.
So
Yes.
technically, after the minute is up, it can turn right back around and
Yes.
take 1 minute
Yep.
to get back. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Good to know.
So I'm guessing that's Poltergeist A then.
Yes, that was Poltergeist A,
Okay.
which is why we skipped its turn.
Got
The
it.
last one.
So it
B is the-
ran.
B is the one we lost track of when it went outside my dome.
Right.
So I was just letting Meteor know that that's a thing in case he wants it to come back at some point.
It has to take 10 rounds to come back.
At least,
At,
yeah.
at least.
If it wants to.
It may decide this isn't worth it.
So what is
Okay.
Poltergeist B's decision now, Meteor?
That-
And yes, that
that's
was
what I'm trying to
Pokemon.
determine.
Well, he's not actually frightened of me, so there's nothing to stop him from coming back.
Yeah,
Dissonant
it was
Whispers
just
just was like, oh my
one-
god, this hurts. Whatever it's doing, let me get away from it. That's all it was. It's not a persistent thing.
What was the fear one that
Okay.
you had? Where it had to run from you?
that was fear on the animal ring.
Yeah, that was actually on the ring.
So that's
It
my
only works
thing.
on animals.
That's yours now, yes.
I'm not sure if it can do this or not.
Okay.
So it has a telekinetic thrust where it can throw an object within 30 feet of it. Can
Uh-huh.
it do that from the other side of the barrier?
It would hit the barrier, I'm assuming.
It cannot cast it through the barrier because even though we can go in and out the barrier, we can't do that through the barrier either.
Okay.
No
That's what I
magical
was asking.
effect will go
If it-
through it.
Okay.
So it would fizzle before it went
don't
in.
know. That's what I wasn't sure if it was a magical effect or not, because
I believe so.
it's just an action. It's not listed as a spell or anything.
Do I want to ask why Kinko was looking for a nipple brush?
It specifies spell or magical effect.
Normally,
I think two
telekinesis
cover
would
that.
be considered a magical effect.
Right.
You took Way too long for me to find a nipple. What? Okay.
That is why I asked. Do I want to ask why Kinko was looking for a nipple brush?
Yep.
It's not the NSFW one.
I'm assuming the ones for baby bottle to clean the actual, like, nipple of the bottle.
And
With-
yeah, what Needy User also said is the thing, it can pick up an object from outside and throw it at the dome.
Yeah.
We know that the object won't go through the dome, but it doesn't mean it knows.
Okay, so
Yeah, so it might try.
yeah,
I mean, it can't see us through the
yeah,
dome.
it's definitely going to do that. I was just trying to figure out if it could do something that was inside of the dome while
It also can
Keep
no
in mind
longer
it can't see
so
us.
if it requires seeing a
Right.
target, it can't.
if it could from inside, it could just push it in a random direction and hopefully hit something. But yeah, since it can't do that, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it fizzles.
So for its turn, it's going to chuck one of these logs at the dome. It's going to collide with the dome and do no damage.
Do we
And
get
that's
to
going
hear what direction it came from?
You could see the log fly up
Oh,
from
true.
this pile and hit
So that
the
means
dome.
he's somewhere over here then.
No. It's a range thing. It doesn't
Oh,
have to be
right.
right next to it. It
Yep.
didn't pick it up
Right,
and throw it.
telekinetic.
Mine. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, if it's mine throwing it, it doesn't just release it in the air and let it continue going, need a user. That would be if you actually picked it up and threw it, it would be fine.
Okay, a poltergeist, keep running. It's not been 10 rounds
All
yet.
right. Lilia, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to go over here. Could I say if I poke my head out of the dome, I can cast something?
Yes.
I don't have to fully step through, correct?
That would pretty much be the same thing.
The point from which you are casting has to be outside if you want to affect something outside.
Well, my point is I want to affect something outside. So if I like poke my head through and my arm through and think and cast it to outside, I'm fine. If I'm half
you're
in.
fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would she be able to pull that part of her back in though?
Yes.
Yes.
Because her magic
Anyone
whip is
who
a
was
floaty
with-
thing.
Yeah, and anyone who was within the dome at the time of casting can move in and out of it freely.
Okay, then
Yes.
yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly
Yes.
fine, yeah.
Except
That's
for me.
supposed to be my spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon, a 9 to hit does not hit.
No, that was cast. I'm supposed to be casting it. What did I do
When you
wrong?
initially cast it, it gets a free attack at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was doing. It was doing the free attack.
I'm assuming you were putting
So
it next
then
to
you
the
would do
Banshee.
the next
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, so my spiritual
so-
weapon next to the banshee, please.
There you go.
Right here.
Oh, why is it not showing?
You were effectively rolling Nene to see if it summoned in, bonking it on the head.
I know
Okay.
why it's not, because I'm on the wrong layer.
You got it on the DM layer.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. I put it
Okay.
on. I'm like, wait, why isn't it showing
Make
up for you
sure and
guys?
give her control over it.
Yes.
Okay, and for
Nene. There you go.
Yeah, our little
Actions.
markers are outside the circle, but we're not actually outside the circle. That's purely a visual thing.
Yep.
and for a bonus, I can attack again.
Mhm.
With magic, am I still disadvantaged for attack?
Because you were actually rolling an attack roll, yes.
Yeah, if it's an attack roll, then yes.
Mhm.
It's
If
a
it's-
magical attack roll from
If it's
you.
a save, then no.
What did that do?
15.
Did really good.
Yeah, still pretty
15 is
good.
gonna hit.
Or roll damage.
7.
And
7 force damage,
Nice.
which that's just straight damage.
yay!
It is not resistant to force.
So then I'm going to
Beautiful.
take a step back in. Since I
Mhm.
didn't use all my movement.
Right.
And that's
Use
all
the
I can
force,
do.
banana.
Now, do I want to send Luna out there since technically Morrow's now in the way?
Luna would actually have to be out there and be hittable, so it's up to you.
Otherwise, you can send Luna somewhere else within the dome to back someone up if needed, if something were to happen, and just not have her attack this turn. So in case the poltergeist that I sent running comes back, you could have them ready to
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to do with Luna.
try to defend someone, have them readied.
Because I don't think her claws are going to do much to the Banshee.
I can tell you mine didn't.
The poltergeist I've hit twice.
I think I'm going to just have her move up one close to Nihon's character and just sit on guard.
Okay.
Incorporeal, invisible creatures are rough.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's it for me.
Okay. Next up is the Banshee.
Which now she has to do the wisdom saving throw.
Yep, because she is
wait a
Spirit
minute.
Guardian.
Wait a minute. Didn't we just... Oh, no, it was not in the area. Okay.
Nope.
The poltergeist bee wasn't in our...
Poltergeist ran out of it before its turn, yeah.
Okay, so she needs to do the wisdom saving throw.
And what's the save again?
14.
14.
All right.
Or take 3d8 damage.
Yeah, because the Spirit Guardian is
So
there
she
and ready
fails.
for him.
Full amount.
3d8. I roll that?
Yeah.
And
it is your damage.
do I do that?
What kind of damage?
Should just be the cast or the roll. Or
Radiant, I believe. It's the Spiritual Guardian.
Yeah.
I can double check.
Yep, she's definitely not evil, so it's radiant, not necrotic.
And that's normal, right? Because that's just a spell.
Right. It's just normal. Nice.
20 damage.
That's a crit, though. Do I get anything for a crit?
Sadly,
no. Just a lot of damage.
Okay.
And that's radiant damage. Is the Banshee... Does the Banshee take extra for radiant?
He'll tell us in a minute.
No, it does not.
It's just one of the types that it takes normal damage from because it's resistant to a lot of things.
Grumble.
So it technically is vulnerable to it. It just has super heavy resistances.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did 20 damage.
You did?
All right.
You've
Very good.
So
now it's its real turn.
Are you happy with that spell, Banana?
Yes.
I'm glad.
Okay, so it gets to go now.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Firedale, it is still like
Steering.
up against the wall.
Oh, wait. I did my attacky thingy.
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh, not him. Sorry. There.
You're saving to.
I'm still afeared. Okay.
Yeah, Callan needs to do it as well.
Oh, I forgot to do it at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Yep. Callan.
I'm definitely still afeared.
Could we
Do you have disadvantage on the wisdom save?
Yes.
Interesting.
On attack rolls and saving throws.
Can we say you're a scaredy cat?
Oh, that's right.
So Callan gets a 10, so he is still afraid.
Yeah.
So can we say you're a scaredy cat?
Pretty much, yeah.
So Firedale, you watch as the Banshee stops hitting the wall and starts sinking into the ground. And
okay, I want my freebie attack.
Okay. With disadvantage.
Yep.
Did you not use your reaction speed or reaction at all?
No. I wasn't over there where the thing moved away from.
All right.
It's okay,
so
I missed.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Pika's asking, what about her Amaro?
Yep, technically they'd get it as well.
Yep, because they didn't take their reaction either. And your magical spell doesn't give you
That does
an
not
attack
hit.
opportunity.
No, I know.
Okay. All right, so 3 more damage.
Did Saflin see it sinking into the ground?
Or
is her view obstructed by Curio?
I'm pretty sure we would be very vocal in it's going down.
It's sinking
Saflin will be
down.
like, guys, if it comes in here,
yeah, you.
Oh, I
then
see
the
what
dome
the
is
floor
going to
thing is.
break. Yeah.
Okay. So
And we will be at 9.
you guys get your opportunity attacks. Curio and Moro miss. Son hits for 3 damage. And it disappears into the floor.
It won't break. It'll hold up to 9, won't it?
Oh yeah.
It's
Well,
10
we're
that
at
breaks.
9 now.
The gun doesn't count as a creature.
No, but
Banshee.
you only have
Sean's pet
Phantom.
scarecrow does.
No, we decided
No, it
no.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
he
doesn't?
said it's at this point
Okay.
it's an
It is
accessory.
also a construct. So
Okay.
it
I
does not
couldn't-
count.
Yeah, at
I
this
wasn't
point
sure.
it's just
Okay.
an accessory.
Though,
Okay.
question, can it still come in even though it wasn't in here when it was cast?
It can come through the floor. That's the weakness of the spell.
Okay.
Yep, the spell is specifically a dome around and above. It does not specifically say and below.
Right. And with
It
that
doesn't
said,
say a sphere, it says a dome.
the Banshee rises up through the floor in the
Attack
center
of
of
opportunity
everyone.
is when it leaves melee range, so unfortunately, no.
Right. And it is going to wail. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
And I'm disadvantaged. Oh, wait, here's a question. I have that Bardic Inspiration. Can I use that?
Use it.
You can
How?
add it to the
Make
roll.
it a flat roll.
So just
Bardic
normal.
Inspiration, you can add 1d8.
Okay,
Just
The
roll
one,
it
the
so-
one
with
from
the
me,
1d8.
yes.
Son fails,
Now, wait for me to
Moro
see what it was.
succeeds.
What's the save?
13.
Okay, so
I failed.
I saved anyways. I don't need to use
Lilia
it.
saves. Lily
Oh,
fails.
Luna.
Yeah, Saflin failed.
I need Luna to roll, and I'll roll for Aurora.
Hold on.
Mhm.
It was me who all was blessed. Me, Aurora, and
And Callan.
Luna's fine.
and Callan. So me and Callan and Aurora also get to add our D4,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess we should have remembered when we were trying to not be frightened.
Probably.
Okay, wouldn't
You were
have
frightened
worried.
before that. Oh,
Well, the
you're-
blessed
yeah,
last.
yeah.
Yeah, my
I
4 would have
realize.
still been too
I know what
low.
you're saying.
Bless is concentration, so as long as concentration is not broken,
Yeah.
Right, so
Okay.
Callan.
which does mean that if the person who cast it takes damage, they have to do a concentration check.
Callan saves. And Aurora.
Okay, Callan has to roll twice too.
Yep, he did.
Okay, so I want to do that, and if mine's low enough, I might have to add the D4. So a
Also
3, I'm pretty
3.
sure the D4 won't matter for that.
Nope.
This is going to be bad.
All right. Aurora's going to use his
Wait, hold on. Do I have anything?
extra D4.
Aurora wasn't disadvantaged. Aurora was good.
Aurora's still frightened.
Question.
Oh no, Aurora's
not
not
Callan
frightened.
is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Aurora rolled a 12 then.
No, you're not, Son.
Regardless. So he's still using his
Yes.
bless, and he's going to save from it.
Why is there bless on Son?
She's got the bardic inspiration, not bless.
No, she did get the. Oh, Callan didn't get the bless. It was
Okay.
Son. That's right.
Okay. So, did Son fail?
Son mega failed.
Meteor,
Okay,
I
yeah,
need
D4 wouldn't have mattered.
clarification on the save that we rolled earlier and
Okay.
the immunity to the fear effect.
Okay.
Did it say that they're immune specifically to that creature's fear effect?
You're immune to its effect.
to its horrifying visage. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, making sure.
Specific ability.
That's what I was checking.
So if a
Because
different-
there are some that you're just straight up immune to that effect, regardless of what creature it's from.
the
But that's not
Banshee's
one of those.
horrifying visage. So
Oh, but the one from earlier though?
yeah, that
Yeah.
was from the
Horrifying
from the
visage. Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
and this was whale. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Luna's
So-
saved, by the way. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes.
She rolled
Luna
20.
saved.
I have nothing I can do.
Furio.
This sucks.
And you know what's coming too.
I do.
Saflin and Son, please drop your health to 0.
Oh, great.
Hold on a second.
This is an area of effect thing. It's not an attack.
Yeah, but do you start taking death saving throws?
Hey, Meteor,
What?
make sure and read the success of that
Yeah.
ability too.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
still bad.
Yep. Yeah, so thank you. I was gonna forget about that one.
I'm an equal opportunity player.
Yeah, so-
Question.
yes.
Because it just says that the HP goes to 0. It doesn't necessarily say we take damage.
Right.
Does that mean that we retain the temporary hit points?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or does the max go back down for it?
I think the
Like,
max
do we
should go
lose
down to
those
0.
two? Because it's weird.
Temporary hit points are not actual hit points. So
Right.
our hit points actually go down to 0. Our temporary hit points are still there. So we are
Okay.
still
I
technically-
will defer. I was about to say I'm going to defer to Firedale as the expert on this.
we are standing on a dang it, if we drop it to 0, it immediately puts us into death saving throws.
Right,
No,
because of how D&D
just
Beyond
drop-
does it.
Just drop
Yeah.
It just
yourself
drop
down
to whatever the temp is.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just say that I've succeeded 3 of these so that it'll
All right. So
freaking let me change it again.
right.
Yeah.
Who
'Cause
else?
that's annoying.
So Firedale,
Success.
Lily, and Don. Okay. Yeah. So
Let's-
drop yourself down to your temporary hit points.
Let's apply healing. There we go.
Everyone else
So 13.
is going to take.
We are alive on
9
a prayer.
psychic damage. Son, you're taking it down to whatever your temporary hit point says.
Yeah.
And then clear your temporary hit points after that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because we're technically currently at 0, but D&D Beyond won't let us do that thing.
Yep. So your temporary hit points that you got from everyone
Become our current.
is saving you right now.
Yes. That is keeping us from death throws right now.
And then everyone else takes 9 psychic damage.
I do not like this.
Well, and I can choose to drop the dome whenever we'd like, but it's not hurting us specifically to have the dome up.
Okay.
And good work around Meteor. The no floor thing.
Right?
I mean, we talked about it before.
This this encounter was like the only thing that could get around this. I completely forgot you had that sapling. So you put that up, I'm like, no. And I'm like, wait, it doesn't have a floor.
Yeah, this is why I pointed out it didn't have a floor a few sessions ago.
Yep.
So that you knew that it wasn't completely broken.
Yep, I completely forgot about it.
I did give you fair warning.
Yep. Okay, and that is going to end its turn. So,
Okay.
just to make sure, everyone else took 9 damage, right?
I did for both
Everybody
me and
who succeeded
Luna.
the save took 9 damage.
So Luna, Moro, Lilia, and I think that's it. Yeah.
What about Aurora? Did you deal with Aurora?
Yeah, I did Aurora and Callan.
Okay.
And then Saflin, Curio, and Sun all got really damaged. Okay.
Yep.
So it is now Aurora's turn.
Question.
So yes.
I can't bring the hammer back in, can I?
It's not a creature. But it's also
It's a spell
It's a
effect,
spell effect.
but
it's a spell
unfortunately,
effect, yeah.
it can't move through things.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is right at the limit. So the dome does not drop.
Correct.
So she will have to.
I was honestly really worried that it was going to be a fear effect. Because if it was and it made me move my
Mhm.
speed away, then the dome would have dropped because I would have had to leave the dome.
Right. Okay. So, basically, what happens is the banshee rises up from the floor, does this blood curdling wail.
It scares everybody half to
Everyone
death.
kind of grabs their head in pain. Saflin, Curio, and San all drop to the floor, but then they manage to get back up, barely holding on.
Does
And
Pappy have 10 hit points?
Yes, I had 5.
Okay.
Yep, from the
From Callan's cannon.
from Callan's cannon.
Good job, Callan.
I did not have the bonus 8 that the rest of y'all had on top of that.
Yeah, we are
I didn't have
literally
a
living on a
bonus.
prayer at the moment.
So I'm at 5, and some of you are at 13.
So
Yeah.
it is now Aurora's turn. Aurora is going to make his way over to the Banshee. He's not frightened. He's not.
He is not frightened.
Okay. Just making sure that he can actually
passed.
move towards it.
He passed his save.
Can he detect the invisible one from where he is if it's straight line of sight, not blocked by the wall?
He can, yes.
Okay, feel free to move the circle where it is, because he would say it's right there.
For some reason, it doesn't like me selecting. No, I got it. Ha! He says it's right there.
Okay.
It
It's
does
right in
not
front of
like
Callan.
me. Yeah, it does not like me selecting.
It's an odd
Thing-
hitbox because of the size.
thing,
That's what it
yeah.
is.
So he can call out that it's right there. And how long does that persist?
Until the end of his turn.
All right,
so
so
he
he's
knows
using it
it's
again.
there right now.
Oh, till the end of your next turn. Okay, so it'll
Yes.
end this turn.
At the end of the
Correct,
turn, yeah.
unless he so
Gotcha.
chooses to do it again, which he
Mhm.
can, but it takes an action.
Right.
So at
Okay.
this point, I think he would prefer
You
smacking
hit the Banshee, yeah.
Oh yeah.
the Banshee.
All right, so
And
he's gonna use his moon touched sword.
I would honestly question whether or not he would use Branding Smite or Divine Favor first, but
Okay.
I mean, if we
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
it's we know that it doesn't get bonus from Radiant, but
Yeah, that's a
that
good
would
call.
assume that it's not slashing damage.
Yep. He's gonna use his Searing Smite then
Yeah, some kind of
to
smite.
add 1d6 and put it on fire.
hold on.
Okay.
I suggested branding because it's more damage, but it's fine.
With things as they are, I need to ask this because he is our paladin, he is our
Yeah.
party member.
Mm-hmm.
He has his channel divinity that he can use as a bonus action. Each creature within 30 feet can regain actual hit points 1d6 plus 2.
I feel like he might do that.
If we're at no more than half. You know, 3 of us currently have 0 hit points. We are definitely no more than
Right.
half. Do you think he would prefer doing that as the bonus action?
I would think he
or
would.
attacking the bench?
Probably. He
yeah,
would probably
yeah,
heal.
Yeah,
I forgot he had that.
That's a good call out. So then he's going to use his bonus action. Each creature is going to regain
1d6 plus 2.
Which
And
he
that
gets to
will
roll.
use his channel
6
divinity.
HP.
Okay.
You know what? It puts me in double digits. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So
So
set
everyone who is taking damage to their actual HP.
Everyone who got welled,
Yeah, everyone who got.
set your current to 6 and put your temp back up to what it was.
Yeah.
Only the people who got whaled, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Just the people who got it.
I don't think anybody else has taken enough damage to put them down to half.
No.
Okay, so
Nope.
so Pika, you are setting your HP to 6 and your temp to 13.
All right. So.
And that uses his channel divinity, so make
Yep.
sure and mark that.
Yes.
And then he would probably do an attack or a spell if a spell does damage, but I don't know that he has any spell that does. Yeah, all of his are preparations.
Yeah, all of his are preparations at the moment. So he's going to use his Moon Touch Greatsword to try and hit it, and he misses.
It's okay, Aurora. You saved our lives.
Yeah, I mean, really.
So
We'll
stun,
have to make sure Neon knows that Aurora literally, brought us.
saved 3 people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sad he missed this combat.
Nope, you're not scared. The well doesn't do a frightening thing. It's literally, it scares us to death. Literally, is what it's supposed to do.
Just a mild heart attack.
Stun, it is your turn.
Hold on.
What?
Aurora is currently flanking, so he gets to
Oh.
roll another d20.
Yeah, he gets
Fair
to try again. Because that should have been advantage.
Yep, you were right. 21 is going to hit,
Beautiful.
and it doesn't matter the damage because it only had 1 HP left.
Ah, well, good. It
Put
dropped.
that 1 HP to use.
It did.
So it is now dead.
Woo!
Aurora slashes through it, and it screams out in pain and kind of disappears into nothingness.
And then shouts out before his turn ends, "The last one's over by Callan."
Yep.
Okay, so now it's Son's
Yeah,
turn.
so he has said that it's there, Son, so you can attack that. It's still disadvantage, but you can.
But you know it's there. So yeah.
At least for now.
At disadvantage. Roll again.
Yep, roll again.
She doesn't have it because she's got the
flanking advantage, so it would be
rogue
straight.
flank.
You're right.
Yeah,
So it's 17, so it hits.
It cancels out for
Okay.
her.
That'll hit.
And you get your sneak attack, as weird as it sounds.
Yep.
In 4th edition and before, undead were immune to sneak attack damage.
And that one was also on 1 damage, so you killed this one.
Yeah, I had a feeling he didn't have too much left considering how much damage he took.
Yeah. They were both on 1. All right.
Because we hurt them a lot.
So,
alright, so
both
how
of
many
these-
rounds of combat was that?
Are you able to cast the dome again?
Yes, I still have a 3rd level spell. I can do it again.
Okay, my suggestion as a player, because Kyria doesn't know enough about your spells, we know the one that we
know
assume
there's
right
one
away
more.
isn't here.
Yeah, but
You
it might
don't
know the floor
technically
trick.
know that the poltergeist is gone, though.
So I mean, we know that it isn't here. She knows she turned something, and we know that it's going to last for a minute, which is
Actually, I would say you
approximately.
know that you killed this one. I will rule that.
No,
like,
we're
little
talking
wispies
A.
appeared. Yeah, I know. I was just.
We would.
I'm trying to figure out
What
if
would
you
probably
knew
happen
poltergeist died.
is because it was a physical attack hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably they felt it hit and then they felt it dissipate around it, which means it's gone.
I was saying I think like little wispies would have shown up like
Yeah.
as it died.
There's some kind of
It
indication.
made the Dark
Yeah.
Souls sound of a soul leaving a body.
Yep.
Yeah, we know
Now,
it's
what
dead.
are we doing about Poltergeist A?
Yeah. So
We
what I
don't-
was going to recommend is recast the dome. While it's not here, it's going to take it a minute to get back, which, you know, it can do before the next one is done since it takes you a minute to cast it.
Mhm.
But if you're lucky, it won't actually be back here and start attacking us before you're done casting it. And if it's not in here when you cast it, it can still come up and under the ground. So I guess it
Well, why
don't
does she
matter.
need to cast it again?
I wasn't
Because
thinking
it
about the
won't
floor
last.
thing.
It won't last the full rest anymore if we were gonna get accosted again.
Gotcha.
I was also trying to lock it out, but again, no
It
floor.
doesn't work because there's no floor. Yeah.
Yep.
We would need to be on hallowed ground and
Yeah.
then cast it, essentially.
Okay. So I'll let you guys move wherever you want at the moment.
We're
'Kay,
going to
hold
be on
on.
edge
Well, here's
all night.
a weird thought.
Can I do a thing?
What's the weird thought?
We make Safi stand on her head and cast it.
Weird thought. Can I? Because I have 2 spell slots for the dome.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast a dome on top of a dome, and
Yeah,
thus have the bottom of one dome be the floor of the other?
That's what I said. Have you stand on your head and cast it? That way you're
Well, no,
upside down.
it's always centered up and around me.
Right, but if you're upside down, then you're up as down.
Is it concentration?
No.
No. Hmm.
Okay, can I ask my question? Can I
What's
do
that?
a thing, or are we still in turn order?
Currently you can do whatever you want. You have about a minute's worth of time before
We're outside of turn order, but
the
time
next
is
one comes
passing.
back.
How long does your spell last?
8 hours.
8 hours.
No, I mean her
Oh,
spirit.
oh, her turn undead or spirit guardian.
Spirit Guardians.
And for
10
the
minutes.
record, the fairy fire
Ooh.
was exactly on top of the poltergeist when you cast it. It
just
saved.
saved it.
Yeah.
Ah.
Even the smaller square was.
On the upside, if it decides to come back in, we will know it because it'll take damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Which is than
So
the
is there,
1 minute.
there anything you guys want to do before it comes back?
I don't
Okay,
know that we
I'm
can do anything.
confused. Why does it
What about-
say I've used 2 spell slots when I haven't used 2 in this section?
You have used 2
You have
spell
used 2.
slots.
No,
Yeah, you
in
use
my
Spirit
second level.
Guardians.
No,
What?
I've used spiritual weapon in that section. I haven't used 2 second level slots.
Did you use another spell at second level?
No.
The only other spell she cast was her 3rd level spell.
Okay.
Okay.
So
then
I don't know why it's saying,
unclick one of them.
because
Yeah, just
what
unclick
I'm
one of them.
trying to do.
Maybe when you were trying to display it in tabletop, it marked it as a
Oh,
charge.
yeah, that might have done.
Oh yeah.
Okay. If I'm doing aid, is that disadvantaged for me?
What's it do?
Bolster allies with toughness and resolve. Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit points maximum and current hit points increased by 5 for duration.
No, there's no D20
There's
roll.
no roll for that. Just happens.
Okay, so I want to give those to the people who were
The 3
whaled.
who got whaled.
So
Yep.
Saflin, Curio, and San.
Yeah, and I would love to cast Healing Word on myself if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
But, I mean, that's always a weird one. Yeah. Creature of my choice that I can see. I look at my hand.
Do you want me to do some healing words? Because I do have my...
Like, I'm really far down.
3 people are really far down.
I get hit once, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm actually going to do a Cure Wounds on Saflin.
Yeah, Saflin's on 6 right now.
Yeah, it's not good.
Curio's on 11, San's on 6.
If it's from the staff, am I disadvantaged?
No, not for that.
No.
It's specifically
It's a
D20
spell,
rolls
so-
that you've got to
Yeah.
worry about.
All right, so are we doing aid and cure wounds, or are you just doing cure wounds?
Doing aid and Cure Wounds because you're low as hell right now.
Okay, so we get
so heal
18.
for 18.
I will take it.
And that was a first level Cure Wounds, right?
Oh, that's so much better.
Yep, okay. So I ticked off my spell slot.
Saflin's
Oh,
feeling
thing.
much better now.
Oh my
What
god.
are you at, Firebutt and Pika?
Ika's should be more hurt. I don't think she got the bardic inspiration.
Tika is at 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do another...
Oh, did Lilia use her bardic inspiration for me already?
No.
Probably. No?
No.
Then you can use it to add to your healing spell rolls.
Oh, San, you
thing.
did not. San, you did not get 18.
Yeah, you don't get
got the
18,
5.
you get 5. The
Yeah, you got
13
the
was
5.
just me.
So I guess you would be at 11. And then Lilia
That's to
heals you for
San.
another 13.
Oh,
or-
that's
wait,
11.
You rolled it
11.
twice?
The 13
All the
was...
numbers.
The 13 was on Saplin.
Oh,
13
okay.
Saflin,
Okay.
11 is San.
So 11. So San, you should be at 22 now.
Yeah, and Lilia, because one of my feats is magical inspiration. If you have an inspiration die from me, you can choose to add that 1d8 to the amount of HP you heal or damage with a spell.
Okay.
So you can add 1d8 of healing
So are
if you do a healing spell.
Are you reinstituting the dome? Because if you
I will-
reinstitute the dome, I can bring my spiritual weapon back in. Or should I
I'm
leave
willing to
it?
cast it again. Yes, I do have a spell slot for that.
Should I leave it outside or bring it inside? That poltergeist can still come through the floor.
Correct.
It'll have to pass through the outside radius first to get to us on the inside, so probably outside.
And it would have to, on its turn coming in, take damage. So we would know when it's
Yes.
coming.
Right.
I would also suggest that Lilia stand kind of central.
I mean, she can stand next to me, but Saflin unfortunately has to be central to get everybody in, pretty much.
Right.
So has 1 minute passed yet?
All right. So you guys have done all this, and yes, now a minute
How
has
long
passed.
does your spiritual weapon last?
Brain spells. It is 1 minute. So
Okay,
that's
so
gone.
It would fizzle. Okay. I'm
All
just
right.
trying to keep everything in mind just in case.
Yeah, I'll start casting the dome again.
She can move inside of it, but we're talking about her creating a new one. So and it is centered on her. So
Right, so I can put it somewhere else.
yeah. So you
And we can
put
have the
you
remnants
wherever
of the
you
old
are, and then
dome.
I will move this wherever it needs to go.
Yeah.
You can take away my spiritual weapon
Yeah,
because that would be gone
because
now.
I'll drop the old dome and place a new one.
Yep. So where do you want it to be?
Yeah, where would you like the dome to go? So I'll
Me?
use my token aura. Where am I putting the new dome?
On Lilia?
Well, I mean, I have to be standing wherever I'm putting it, wherever I'm
Yeah,
centering
we
it.
just need to know where it's going. After that, we're good.
I have to be standing there.
Hey, Meteor, can you
Mhm.
take away my spiritual weapon? It would be down by now. It's been a
Yeah.
minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you want it just where it was?
If it's self 10 feet, this is actually the size, yeah. So I just did it around me.
So spiritual guardians is up to 10 minutes. So that would still be up for me, correct?
Yep, your spiritual
Correct.
guardians would still be up.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had it here so that the fireplace was within it, but I can go wherever. But if we're keeping the dome in the same spot, this is where it is.
Well, I'm asking because I'm
we
the
want
one that
it
drew
one
that
over.
circle, so that's why I
Well,
said, where do
I
you
have a
want it?
token aura. So I can
Oh,
move
yeah,
it
we
and
can't see it,
yeah, Meteor can do something to
yeah.
make it visible.
I can make it visible.
but it won't let you move around inside of it. It'll move with you as the token aura.
Yeah, we can add the circle around where I'm at in a minute.
There you go.
Is that where you?
So, like, do we still want to be inside the house near the fireplace? I mean, the temperature doesn't really matter in the dome. I can make it a comfortable temperature. We don't
Correct.
need to be near the fireplace.
Yes, I just changed the color of my aura.
Okay. And we don't know which way the other poltergeist went either, so we don't know which direction.
Right.
Yeah, we'll say that it's here, I guess.
Okay.
Make life easier. Because it's getting late.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there we go.
Okay. So after a bit, sure enough, something takes something has to save against your aura.
14?
14.
Oh, 15?
14.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're.
Oh, not supposed to say aurora, but so it saves.
Still
And
takes half.
Half. So
Yeah. So roll.
that's what I'm getting to.
Yep. 3d8 radiant.
Where is it?
You don't click cast.
I'm not
Should
clicking
just be the roll.
cast. I'm
Okay.
clicking on the roll, but it
So
still brings up the
11 halved to 5.
thing. Now,
Radiant.
do those have extra for radiant?
No.
Okay.
It does not resist radiant, so it's just halved because it's safe.
Something's here, guys.
And then it is going to roll an attack on Callan.
Is it coming from the floor?
Oh,
We don't know. Well,
you would be able to assume it's inside of the thing if it's attacking Callan.
Yep.
And that
We don't
thing
know where it
rolls with
came from.
1d20?
Well,
Everything
hold
does.
on.
That was a hit.
Yeah.
So it got a critical hit.
Yeah,
On
that's
Cal.
not great. I would like. No, I can't. God
Can't
damn it! I
see
can't
it.
silvery barbs because I can't see it.
All right.
Dang
it. It's just 3d6 twice, right?
Yes.
So 23
Ouchie.
damage to Callan.
At least he had.
Force damage.
At least he had.
What's his health down to now?
His
Temporary.
health is now down to 19.
Oh, he's still good.
He's fine.
Yeah,
He didn't get welled on.
He had 4 temp plus his max 38, so yeah, he's at 19 now.
10 hit points with well is an interesting interaction.
Yeah. One I was not expecting either.
Phelps, I wasn't either. I had to look it up.
All right, so that's going to be its turn. So Lilia, you are up.
Now, which direction did Callan get attacked from? Because he would say, I just got hit from there, because we would probably see the scratches.
From above him.
Okay.
And it's not scratches, it's a slam, like a push almost. But he doesn't move any.
It's a bludgeoning attack?
Yeah, it's force damage.
Okay.
Hmm.
So he just like gets hit. It doesn't like draw
It's like
blood
a
or
gust
anything,
of
but
air hits really,
Yeah.
really hard.
so he's kind of standing there and just kind of goes, "Oh!"
What's your favor, Kinka?
And it seems to have come from above him.
I'm wondering what I can do because I can't actually see it, right?
You can attack with a ranged attack or move up next to it and attack up. You just have disadvantage as long as
'Cause it's invisible,
as long as we know
yeah.
it's there.
Would I still be disadvantaged if I tried using a cantrip?
It's
Um,
disadvantage because you can't see it, so it's always going to be disadvantage.
And you would be disadvantaged anyways. An area of effect, the disadvantage doesn't matter because it's rolling, not you. You only have to worry about you rolling.
Yeah, the only way to avoid the disadvantage is to do things where it's just a save and you don't have to roll to cast it.
Oh, and it has to be
Right.
something I can see, right?
If the
depends on
spell
what it is.
says something you can see, which most of mine do.
So if it doesn't specify that you have to be able to see it, then
Towards a
no.
creature of your choice within range? Is that
As long as it doesn't say within range that you can see, then you're okay.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't actually say you must be able to see it. If it doesn't say you can see, insight, blah, 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 you're good.
So how we basically ruled that earlier was that it gets advantage. Wait, no, that was just because that was just dissonant whispers.
So
Yeah.
what
Yeah, it was
if I
just
wanted
dissonant
to
whispers.
try guiding bolt? Flash of light streaks towards a creature of your choice within range, making a ranged spell attack on the target.
You'll be disadvantaged, but you can attack it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So cast disadvantaged.
Well, you'd be disadvantaged anyways.
Yeah, so it doesn't actually change
So
anything for you. You can't be
18?
double disadvantaged.
That's a nice roll.
Yeah, 18 hits
Yeah.
And
for
8 radiant damage.
radiant damage. Very nice.
Okay.
So it does seem
And
to connect to something in that space.
okay, so
Confirmation.
something in that space. Then what I'm going to do?
Yeah, so
It
that
for-
would give you like confirmation that it's
There.
here.
Oh, so it's north of him, not above him. I thought you literally meant it was over his head.
No, north of him. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
So I have action and combat as a 2-weapon fighting. No, that would be a dagger, right? I couldn't use my.
Right. Since you use a spell, you can't do another attack.
I have a bonus though.
Yeah, you can do a bonus action.
But I can't actually do a hit then. Okay. Otherwise, it's healing word, shield of faith, spiritual weapon, and mass healing word.
Yeah, and spiritual weapons an action to initiate it, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't have it up, so that doesn't work. So
think you're
I'm
okay.
just going to, I guess, pass it on to Luna's then, because I can't really do anything. And what I'll try to do is have Luna kind of jump at it and try to bite.
Okay.
It'll be
It's not
disadvantaged.
actually over his head. It's actually right there.
And she'll still
you
be
don't have to jump.
disadvantaged, right?
Yeah, it's
Still
still on.
disadvantage.
It's on the same height level.
So she'd have to be like right about where is it here?
Yeah, you would need
that's
to get
fine.
to there in order to attack it. Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, so disadvantaged, and she's going to try and bite.
That's still a
Nice.
19.
but it's
Alright.
2
half.
damage.
2 damage.
And I think that's all she can do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then next up is Aurora. And he is going to try and get to. I think he.
You can move through allies. He can move
Yeah, I know.
anywhere he wants
Yeah.
to up there.
Yeah, so he could move right there.
Yep.
That'll be the last spot open that's inside the dome. And he is going to use his bonus action to I think he's gonna do a branding smite. Get a little extra damage there.
Makes sense to me.
So his next attack will get an extra 2d6 radiant damage.
Yep. Next time he hits.
Which becomes, and the creature will become visible if it's invisible.
If it's invisible. Yep.
I did try to point that out earlier.
Oh. I don't remember that. All right, so Moon Touch, Great Sword.
Well, I got interrupted because of the bonus action he had to heal folks.
Right.
So I didn't get to finish explaining my rationale behind Burning Smite.
Okay, so he's going to roll his hit. Oof.
Ouch.
7 to hit.
Natural 1.
Is not going to hit, unfortunately.
No DM inspiration for him left.
He does have a DM inspiration left, so he's going to use that to get his advantage.
Good time to do it.
Yep. Going to do a 15 this time, which does hit. And it's going to do 2d6 plus 3. So 9 plus.
Well, the 9 is halved.
Yep.
But the other is radiant, so it's going to be
Correct.
full. So you'll have to roll it
So
separate.
4 plus 7 is 11 damage.
And we can see it.
It now becomes visible.
Yep.
Beautiful. Son can wail on it now without disadvantage.
It's there.
11 damage. And
Unless
it
it's dead.
becomes visible, and then it dies.
It's not there.
Where'd it go? Guys, I don't like the wind in this house. It hurts.
Neither do I, Callan.
Alright, I'm going back to sleep.
And that is going to end combat for tonight. Thank you guys for staying over
We were
an
all
hour
very,
later.
very exhausted in game and out now. That
Yeah.
well hurts.
So, you guys can go ahead and take your long rest at this point. Nothing else is going to happen during the
Oh,
night.
beautiful.
Now just think, if we wouldn't have been healed by Aurora, as soon as we laid down to go back to sleep and got our rest in, we'd have suddenly been dying.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Because
I
the temporary
hope-
hit points would have been poof.
I helped
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Now here's a question. I recovered the 1 extra level of exhaustion, correct?
You do. So you are no longer disadvantaged on your rolls. Congrats!
Woo!
Yay! No
Okay.
more exhaustion. I am normal again.
So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode back after 2 weeks gone.
Oh, wait, hold on a sec. I
Pretty much
Yes.
3.
I have
3
to
weeks
do the
gone
roll
because it's
for
the last one.
regaining on my staff of
Regaining
healing.
charges, yep.
Yep, that's
That's
fine.
what I just did.
You can do that. So
How
thank you all for
am I
watching.
doing thing? Yes, I did.
I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see y'all next time.
So first is 10.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.